Hello, good afternoon. We are here for the watch along Japan, Croatia. I was having a massive issue with my cup of coffee. I'm still having a massive issue with it, so Ned's going to go and sort it for me. We're joined by Mike, is right, so our goalkeeper analysis will come from Mike. How are you?
I'm good, you?
You're all right, yeah. Have you been enjoying the football over the weekend?
Yeah, I have actually.
It's been good, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been
good.
It's good when it gets to the last group games and it matters, and then the knockouts.
Yeah, belters, weren't they?
So much better.
Japan have got a free kick. Oh, it's Yerry Mina lookalike, innit? The ref.
Oh yeah, big Yerry.
A Japanese free kick, 10,
he's definitely a samurai,
10 15 yards out. Oh, he's sharp, him. These have been brilliant, Japan, haven't they? To get out of a group, to beat Spain and Germany in a group is tremendous.
How can you beat them two and get beat by Costa Rica? It's mad that football's
What did you make of the goal against Costa Rica? Oh, hang on, ball into the box, chance, right the way through. He'll keep it in as well. Good build-up play here. That's Tomiyasu keeping it alive there. The cross comes into corner. Is it? It is a corner. The Costa Rica, the goal that beat them, the keeper's got hands on it and just... He looked to me like he's jumped too early, and on the way down it's hit his hands and gone in.
Went backwards.
It was a strange goal.
There's been some mad keeping.
But they've been great, haven't they? You wouldn't imagine...
Just energy, breath of fresh air, aren't they?
That's what it is. Imagine that group and going, yeah, Japan will get out of that.
Yeah.
You know, they were behind against Spain, behind against Germany, top the group.
It's incredible. That was mad though as well. At one point, Germany.
That's a great ball, a free kick. Headed wide. Another opportunity for Japan.
Good start
twice.
For Japan here, isn't it?
Twice in 2 minutes.
Yeah, at one point when Germany were getting beat by Costa Rica, Spain were out as well.
Spain were out, both were out. Crazy, wasn't it? Oh, absolutely crazy. Some people going for 2-2 in the comments. Others going
1-1.
for Japan.
Going 1-1 pens.
Pens.
I'm going
Gone there, Mike. The first
pens,
one.
Yeah.
Ball back. Croatia, they're struggling to get out their own. But look at the energy. And the keeper. Oh, my word. What a start. What a start. Eugene's gone straight in there. It smashed the like button now. I expect nothing less of Eugene.
The like button needs to be smashed.
It needs to be fully smashed. Like the goalie's just being smashed.
The more you smash that like button, the more you're getting Rooney interviews, aren't you? Lampard interviews.
You're getting things, aren't you?
If you're not a Premier member, you need to be, because the Rooney second interview's on, innit?
That's there as well now, yeah.
That was class.
And then the third one will be on there soon as well.
That was it, yeah.
There you go.
That second one was good.
Yeah, it's good there. It's good there.
I like the insight, around that era, with the Koeman here and stuff. It's interesting, isn't it?
There's more, I'm hoping to speak to him again, and there's a few other things I've taken from the back of that I want to go back and ask him a little bit more about a couple of different things. But it's good, I've seen a few. Do
you know what I found interesting on it?
Well,
not to give it all away, because there's a few people watching it,
but
we haven't watched it yet. But he didn't seem to really understand the structure of our club either. No. Like, he didn't, did he? No. He didn't understand who was making decisions.
He was disappointed. I know when he wanted to have more of an idea of what they were doing, basically. And you look at that with all the players. Did any of the players know what was going on at that time?
No, it didn't seem like communication was the strong point. And it's still...
Which seems basic, doesn't it? You would have thought that get that. You'd try to get that sorted almost immediately.
No, it was interesting, to be fair.
But, sorry, mate. Fixed it. Yeah, thank you very much. It just kept stopping and starting. It's a bit weird. It was strange. It's strange. But seen a couple of people going, millions of really, really great comments. A couple of negative ones that you're always going to get. People just don't like it, or
it's
jealous or whatever. I mean, someone said that I wanted to be a celebrity because I spoke to Carragher and Rooney. And they're like, well, it's kind of like my job. To try to speak to people.
I don't understand it.
Those interviews go out for people to see.
To get that type of insight.
That's just jealous people, isn't it? And you can't do nothing with that. But I've seen a couple go, no, I don't buy it. Like he's got something to gain from it. He didn't have to do an interview with us. We're not mainstream media. He's under no obligation.
Yeah.
He's not getting anything out of it other than giving up his time and talking about his time at Everton. So I didn't really get that comment. I'm not buying it.
What did he mean? Not buying
just
what?
Just like the way
he said.
He said about like the way he left the club and stuff. Well, that's how it happened, wasn't it?
If you wanted to do it for a reason to get a message across, you'd go on like Sky or something.
Exactly, it's a whole...
He'd come in because he wanted to see the studio, And you said you'd do something.
And he
so you were
wanted
like,
to talk
go
about
on.
Everton, his Everton career. And it's the longest interview he's ever done about Everton.
Yeah.
Because let's be honest, other companies and stuff don't care about his Everton.
No, I mean, and it's understandable they're going to ask him more about the United.
Well, that's what it is.
Of course they will, yeah.
So that's why it was interesting to me, because it's about...
I like, though, when he's talking, and I know he is anyway, but it's so evident how much of an Evertonian he is. You know, like, it comes so across.
His whole family are Evertonians.
Yeah.
And his kids are Evertonians. You know, and that's the thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's that, like, and people get upset and go, no, he's United and all. Well, he's gonna have an affinity with United. He played for them for years. He's their top goal scorer ever.
Yeah.
He should enjoy that time, because that's where he won all his trophies.
Successful, wasn't he?
But he doesn't ever have to come out and go, I'm an Evertonian.
No.
What do you know what I mean? If he isn't, why would he pretend that
Yeah, I mean,
do you know what I mean?
Like I say, you don't even have to watch them if
you know.
you've
And
got a brain cell.
that's a big... Yeah, it is what it is. I just love it because he's been one of the best... We've been the best footballer England have ever produced. Natural talent.
Oh, definitely.
But he's been one of the top footballers in the world.
Yeah.
For a number of years. So I get talking to them kind of people, I think is dead interesting.
I like just the insight in terms of what I like is when they're in here and they're not in a Sky studio and it's not all that environment, they're a little bit more relaxed and you get a little bit more, insight into what it's like behind the scenes and you know what's their thought. You know, it was interesting, wasn't it, in terms of what he had to say about Allardyce as well. You know, like, you know, he didn't play up to the fans, did he? No. You know, he had nothing but positive things to say about him, whereas it can be quite easy to sit there, couldn't it, and go, yeah, you know, it wasn't... You know, he understood the fans weren't particularly liking of him, but he said, look, he done a job, and stuff, so yeah.
And to be fair, when Duncan was in,
Don't need to watch now, I've told
Duncan? No, there's loads. It's a bad pass chance for Croatia here. Mistake, Kramaric.
Keeper done well there, stayed tall for long there.
It's saved. Where's the keeper? Has he got it? Oh, Croatia have just missed a golden opportunity to take the lead after Japan had started the game really strongly, but that was a dodgy ball back, wasn't it? Was it Tomiyasu?
Goalkeeper didn't rush out,
He's just stayed tall.
Didn't make any decisions, just stood there.
He's got to put that out there for a throw-in.
The striker didn't know what to do.
Keeper done well there,
he done very well.
Should have squared it across.
Because that's where, do you know, in the past when we've been on fan awards and we've had a little bit of criticism with Pickford at times, the United game and that, where he's made the decision for the striker for them.
Yeah, he didn't.
That one there, the striker was waiting. He's like, I've got to hit this now because he hasn't moved. So, yeah, good keeping that.
What did you make your Pickford save last night at 0-0?
He made two really good saves, didn't he? Obviously, the one that he got over the bar, but I thought the other one...
strong arm from
very, because it was...
Good save. Well, he done like you just said there. He didn't go down or anything. He waited and waited, didn't he? And he's been able to react to it.
Yeah, no, good performance. Do you know what I thought? England, again, just functional, just done... They're not the prettiest on the eye, are they? But they've got great attack and flair.
England are very safe. It's like what we always say. They're very safe, aren't they? Southgate's a good international manager, whether people like him or not. You can never argue with his record as an England manager.
It's about navigating
semi-final, final, quarter-finals already. You know, and okay, they may well come up short against France, ball over the top.
Top goal scorers as well, aren't they?
But scored the most goals, got the most clean sheets. You know, they could easily beat France. Mbappe is a cheat code.
It's Mbappe, that's it.
It's him. They are good players, don't get me wrong.
But he's the
real threat.
Match theirs up, but they've got Mbappe.
England have got really good players in the final third that can do the damage to anyone. I thought Bellingham was fantastic.
Bellingham's class.
19. People who are watching sport, France are probably thinking, we've got England on Saturday. And because that's how sometimes you feel when you support a team. We've seen it there.
They'll be wary of England.
Oh,
yeah.
Harry Kane, I mean, what a footballer.
It's just the draw that neither team really would want, is it?
No. And it really should be something like a semi-final rather than a quarter-final. It's the reality, isn't it?
And they're going to have to play someone like France eventually, whether they play Argentina in a final or Brazil or whatever. So playing France in the first round of a second round of a knockout stage in the quarters, you get past them. Then
isn't it for Portugal then in the semi? I think it is.
If Portugal win if
they win against in their game,
Portugal would win 2 games, haven't they? They've not played their first one yet, round of 16.
Could be,
but they're probably the strongest side on the other side of our tree.
Interesting.
So they've
got a great chance, England. To be fair to them, got a good chance.
There's no one else that looks miles better than England.
I think Brazil are strong. I think people have...
I think they're strong, but I wouldn't say
They're not
look
like
miles
fluid.
better.
No. And Argentina are strong simply because they are very functional with him. And then they've got him, who was, I mean, he gave the best individual performance so far.
I think with them, though, you know, people can't say about England being cautious and then they're cautious. Jesus Christ, they move the ball so slow.
Yeah. What was mad the other night? They had a little flurry where they quickened it up and they looked like they were going to score every time. Yeah. And then he just went back in, and England done that the first half an hour last night. They were, I mean, let's be honest, Senegal could have scored twice, but for Pickford. Yeah. And then once England got a goal and the shackles come off, they looked like a top side.
Yeah, they did.
It's a little ball in, ball over the shoulder, chance edge of the box. Modric can't take it in Japan.
I think if they beat the...
Clear it.
Croatia have got back into this though.
They have, yeah.
If they beat the current champions, I think they'll feel like they can win it then. So Saturday's massive.
Oh, Saturday's huge.
And obviously, if they get a Portugal in the semi, I think they're more than capable of beating a Portugal or whoever else is on our side.
England, for me, are one of four really good sides that can win it. And I include Brazil, France,
Brazil, Argentina,
Spain.
who will probably play in the semis.
Argentina have always, and obviously because of Messi, you'd like to think if they won it, it'd be good if they got there for Messi and all. It's a great ball in. Chance. Touch. Oh, tremendous defense. What's he giving a goal kick? Oh.
I think he might have even given a foul, but the strikers wiped them out.
Japan, sorry, on the break there. Great ball wide. Is he offside? No, he holds his run. Great run across the defender,
great
front
ball,
post. He's got to score. Nagamoto at the far post, couldn't turn it in. Ball in there. Oh, he's a fraction, isn't he? Yeah. He's a fraction from 1-0.
He could have played that a bit slower, I think.
Esker 96
I think he could have played that a bit slower because there was no one in front of the ball. He played that a bit slower.
But when you're in them zones, that's where you put it. That's up to the striker. England had one last night. I don't know whether it was Rashford or Saka put it across and Kane.
Yeah.
Almost got it.
There was one at France-Poland as well. Giroud was about
you fire them across and you've got to get,
Thought Kane was excellent last night as well.
That's tremendous. Just drops in them pockets of space and his passing ability is fantastic.
Is Spain on our side of the...
I'll be honest, mate, I don't know. Japan have pinched it again. Real chance, play him. Oh, that was a good tackle. Was that Perisic? Was it Perisic?
Yeah, it looks like
Looked like it, yeah. Good tackle. Croatia coming forward.
Game,
got a good feel to this game. Opening 13 or 14. The Japanese are so fit and strong now, aren't they?
And the winning.
That's a foul, is it?
Strong kick game going on. I'm loving their kit.
Yeah, kit's
nice,
tremendous. 0-0. Okay.
Oh, that's nice.
Use the force. Is it weird that I'd rather see Argentina and Messi win the World Cup than England?
No, I want Argentina. No offence to Argentina. I'm not being bitter. I'm not trying to be funny. But I just really want Argentina to win it.
So why are you being bitter? Who would you be being bitter to?
To England, because I'm from England.
Oh.
But
I don't think it's weird. People who have that effect. I mean, I personally want England to win it. But definitely, if England weren't to win it, I'd want Argentina to win it for that reason.
Messi.
I want Messi to win it.
And also because they've got a nice kid. I love these World Cup kits, mate. I do. I love it. Adidas don't have to pull out some bangers.
I'd be delighted for England if England won it, but I just want Messi to win a World Cup.
Yeah, no, like I say, I can see the reasons why, but for me, I want England. I think, we've got a couple of players in the squad as well, haven't we? And be good for them.
I think for the country, and don't take this the wrong way when they say for the country, but I think for England, just in general, I'm talking kids and the generations of all of that. And for all, I think it'd be good. It'd be really good for England to win it.
For
and I think they're good.
Because they're getting no success.
Anywhere else.
Do you know what I mean? We give them something to cheer.
I'd like England to win it. I'll be honest, if England went out, the next day, I wouldn't be bothered in the slightest.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Just think,
but I would like them to win it.
Similar to that, yeah.
I just think
ball
winning
comes
it,
in,
all those
Croatia coming forward.
All those England fans who are not Everton fans who come to Goodison every week and sing sign on and getting all sorts in places like Tenerife and stuff.
No.
But there's like we say,
that's minority stuff, Ned.
I hear that from a lot of Liverpool fans, that thing, and look, I'm not sort of get it, but you Do you think Argentinian fans
Handball,
would be any
surely.
different?
No, that's what I'm saying.
Do you know what I mean?
Every
Modric.
fan base is...
It is what it is, isn't it?
No, I don't. That to me doesn't come into my head.
No,
all of that.
No,
I just look
same.
at it from a pure footballing point of view.
That's an handball.
I think.
Yeah, and take politics. I hate it when people bring sport and politics.
And the
in
thing
as
with
well.
the thing with England for me as well, I grew up never really liking the England team. So,
Okay. That's fine.
but this is quite a likeable England team.
I'm not
I
there
just
to.
can't force myself to.
I'm
be
not
that
there
bothered
to
about
tell
it.
it's going to be a corner as the keeper saves it. I'm not here to tell people they should be supporting England or
No,
they
you were
shouldn't
singing
be.
the Brazil national
All-
anthem the other day, weren't
Exactly. I love Brazil. I've always loved Brazil. I was captivated with Brazil in the '82 World Cup.
you? Yeah. they're
And,
just all
and then
fine.
when you're seeing players who you didn't see, it's saturated. Now I know every Brazil player now,
Yeah.
whether
That's-
they play in Brazil or whether they're all over
What
the
I
world.
don't like about the Brazil now is just there's no off the cuff, is it? It's just functional and
I don't know. I think Vinny and Neymar's off the cuff and Rodrigo.
Neymar, yeah, I don't know.
That's a great ball in another chance. Oh,
Yeah,
Croatia
I think they have
are
got a,
all over the place
they've got a
defensively.
better
That's
team than
poor.
people are making out. Like, people are saying, oh, Thiago Silva's 38 now. Mark Quinios is still very much a prime. They've got that lad Militao from Real Madrid who's still a very good.
No,
well,
I mean,
he's a
look, they're
very
all
good
good
player.
players, but do you know, like when I used to like watching them, obviously, you know, Ronaldinho type
Yeah.
thing, Rivaldo's, R9's, you know, bit
They
of
were
excitement,
incredible footballers.
Jorginho and all
weren't
that sort of stuff. Just, you know, they were different than watching the European side to me.
They have
no
gone
different than
Europe,
watching
but
the European.
Argentina are the same, aren't they?
I don't think so.
Everywhere
That's,
else,
what's
yeah.
happened is
There's no teams who play
No,
like
no
Brazil
flair
in
is
the
there.
there's
70s.
been that. But the flair comes from the African sides. It comes from your
Yeah,
Ghanas
a
and your
bit more off the
Senegals
cuff,
and
yeah.
teams like that. And sadly, they're all gone out. You know, even teams like, you don't want to give them any credit, but people like Saudi Arabia, they played off it's a foul. They had a lot of flair.
Do you think it's because a lot of the Brazilian teams now they're all playing, all the
But
players
they're all
are
playing
playing
Europe.
Yeah,
from
that's
a young
it.
And so
age.
it's coached out of
But
them.
also as well, just football in general.
But that's why the likes of that's why I like the likes of Vinny Junior and I like Rodrigo, both at Real Madrid. Both they have got that flair. Neymar's got loads of tricks, and but the problem with Neymar is he hands up every tackle.
Yeah,
you know. But then you see his ankle the other night, and you go, yeah, he does get the shite kicked out of him as well. Like, you know, look at. I mean, we can go on about different things, but look at the goal that Charleston scored. It's pure Brazilian. Flicks up, and it's a scissor kick.
I'd love to see him win a World Cup as well.
Nah, you know, it is what it is. I'd like to see him sub when they win it.
I really like him.
I'm that bitter.
I really like him.
But,
I just don't like Tottenham that much. But
So you'd rather see a player that used to play for us than two players that do play for us? Bit weird, isn't it?
I don't know whether Cody's going to play.
I would
doesn't matter whether he's going to play. He's going to be signing,
Still part
isn't
of the squad.
And for £4.5 million.
Still going to get a World Cup medal, isn't he?
Can Pickford just win it?
Why don't you want Cody to win it?
No, I just mean
What have
it'd
you
be
got against
great.
Cody, yeah?
It'd be great if they just went World Cup winners, Cody and Pickford.
You're now unpicking your own argument. Mike's just told you, why wouldn't you want your own two players to win it? Then you said,
I never said I
can
wouldn't.
only Pickford win it.
You'd rather, you'd rather Richarlison win it than Pickford and Cody.
No, I said I'd love to see Richarlison
Weird.
win it.
Sorry, room temperature water short says, hello from the USA. Love your channel. Hello, my mate. How are you? Hope you're good.
Room temperature water.
The United States at the weekend, I was a little bit disappointed
He went
with
out with a
them.
whimper, didn't he?
Played within themselves.
Yeah.
Could have really gone at Holland. Holland were there for the taking, and apart from Pulisic's chance in the opening couple of minutes, they just played within themselves. I was
Dominated
disappointed.
possession, didn't he? But
yeah,
they just didn't do anything with it.
really disappointing.
Yeah.
Soph says Pickford was excellent last night. You think we can tie him down now? I don't know. Rumours are he is in negotiations and he's happy to stay. But if Chelsea want him, and that's another great ball in, Japan are going to get one of these, I'm telling you. I'm telling you right now, they're going to score one of these. It's a great ball in again.
Yeah.
Just get to that near post. I don't know, to be honest. But, who knows?
That's a Baz before on the Daily Extra on Premier. Said they let themselves down, United States. I said, I don't think Pulisic should have played if he was so sick, if he was so ill. And he went, oh, how do you mean? I went, he's poorly sick, isn't he? And he was like, what? Is he sick?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you sure you can't find him any editing to do?
I will. If he carries on with another one,
Half time, I will
That was great,
find
that
him
one.
something.
Japan
No,
are
to be
coming forward again.
Wasn't the worst.
Play the short, play the short. 20, coming up to
I
20
think
and a
that-
half minutes gone. It's 0-0. Croatia have had the best chance, but Japan have had a lot of the ball and have had a couple out of fizz. Right, and there's another one into the penalty area.
They got a lot of pace and athleticism in the side of Japan.
Yeah, and a load of energy. on it.
Showing.
Croatia are strong. That's a good tackle effort. The ball. Okay,
What do you make of Sterling's situation? Think he'll be a miss? I was saying before, obviously he's a great player, but if that means Foden becomes, somewhat.
I think it's good, like with the options he's got there. Obviously, I think it's madness to not have Phil Foden starting the games. I think he's England's technically best player. I'd have him in there all day long. I was made up to see Mason Mount on the bench because for England, I just do not see what. And he come on, all he done is boo people.
I just don't think he's
give fouls away.
I just don't think he's got enough in the game in the midfield three. I think when he's playing across the front three, and he's like attacking like a goal threat, especially for Chelsea, he's good. But
I don't know. I don't
right
like
wing,
him for England. Yeah, for Chelsea, he seems a different player, and whether that is system or whatever. But for England, I've just not been convinced with him. So I like the formation and the front three that he had at the weekend.
Foden's just.
I think Foden in a 10 would be good. And I know that's where he wants to play.
Yeah, maybe like a 4-2-3.
I think he's isolated a little bit wide. He's still tremendous.
I think with Kane, you just can't play a 10 now.
No, you can't.
They occupy the same position.
Yeah.
To me, it works perfect. That the 4-3-3, Kane drops in, the two wide players get in and around them, and they cause havoc, don't they? And then you can bring Rashford on and Grealish on. It just
I think that's why Rashford is, he's top scorer, isn't he? 3 goals, but he suits that, doesn't he? He's like a wide forward, isn't he? Or a false winger.
No, that's what he is. He's a wide forward.
Having someone pinging balls in behind him, in front of him, is perfect for him. It's like a bit like the Son and Kane partnership.
Yeah. No, I thought, like I said, I thought England done well.
Yeah, they did. Gary Waters Hardy from the US. Hello. Mikey says, all right, lads, 2-1 Japan I'm going for. Much better listening to you than the Blitz on the BBC. Cheers, Mikey. Mikey also says, reckon the club wanted to get rid of Wayne the second time as he had much higher standards and called the club out about accepting mediocrity. What do you think?
Well,
quite possible.
It felt like that up on the interview. Like I say, there was it seemed just strange, the whole thing. Like I said, it seemed strange that he didn't seem to understand or have any inkling that he was preparing for next season, wasn't he? By the sounds, he felt like he was going to be there, and then
top scorer.
That whole Swansea down at Swansea, and I don't know. It all just seemed very strange. Yeah, look, I think sometimes if someone else brings the spotlight on that board, they don't want to know, do they? We go over all that. We've done it, and
it was just strange, wasn't it, at the time? Modric with a free kick in, it's headed to the edge of the box, shot comes in.
I think you
way over the bar.
You drew, again in the interview, to the point, obviously with Lukaku going, obviously replaced by Wayne, and then he's come in and, 10 goals by Christmas, then dropped deep or whatever, and then he's gone. Then Richarlison's gone. And it's just like, you cannot continually just get rid of goals.
No. It's going to bite you on the arse.
It's at crisis point now from that end of the pitch. I think it's crisis point.
And it started with letting the likes of Lukaku out the door, letting Rooney out the door, and not putting it
with
back
no
in.
plan in place.
It's not even goals now. There's no creativity.
But the most important thing at any level, and we do kids footy, is it's somebody can put the ball in the back of the net for you. Okay, got to keep it out, but that's sometimes easier to resolve. It's more difficult getting lads in your team who can put the ball in the net.
Definitely.
And Everton had a lot of goals in that. Even Ross Barkley, and people probably throw the coffee at the camera now, at the screens. But Ross Barkley was a lad who got 8 goals, 6 assists every year.
Yeah.
And we just let it go. And we didn't think of how we were going to replace that. And that was engineered by Koeman to get rid of him. Didn't like him. Because he didn't think he'd listen to him. And I wouldn't have fucking listened to Koeman either if I was Ross, but there you go. And then obviously Ross...
Too many crayons stuck in his ears, doesn't
it's a great ball. Croatia in round the back, Kramaric.
If he squares it,
what's he doing? Oh,
that's
poor
awful,
again.
that, innit?
That's rubbish.
Twice Croatia have been in here, 25 minutes in. Twice they've had one-on-ones and twice they've wasted it.
I think with Everton as well, I think certainly the past few years, when the team's not been that functional, or even games where you're really poor, we've always had that a player who can create a goal or score, get a goal for himself out of nothing. Lukaku was like that at times, and the past couple of years that's been Richarlison, and you could say that kept us up in the Premier League last season. Richarlison taking the responsibility and scoring goals, and now we've not really got a player who can. If you're having a really poor game and it's a 0-0, you've not got a player who can get the ball and do something himself.
That started from this time now. We let Rom go and we had no idea how to replace him. We hung on for Giroud. Okay, Giroud would have been great, but we should have had, if he doesn't come, we need this fella.
Yeah.
We didn't. Wayne shouldered the burden, got 11 goals by Christmas, and then we put him in midfield. We brought Tosin in.
And he's one of them players who will create goals for himself as well, isn't he?
And what Silva, and we were saying this before, what Silva really should have done that second season, Everton should have doubled down on Rooney and gone, no, you've signed a, he wanted to stay anyway. Silva should have not built a team around him, because that wouldn't have been right. But he was a player who got goals, and so Marco Silva's a young manager coming into a team, trying to build a team, having Rooney there, who's won it, been there, done it, scored, just continuing to score goals.
Well, isn't it?
And then you would have put Richarlison in. You'd have had Richarlison, Rooney. You could have got someone through the middle, Calvert-Lewin, someone on the right, and all of a sudden, and Wayne wouldn't have had to play every week.
No, and that's the thing. And there might have been the odd game where you'd want to drop him into the field to get control.
And we should have used them again.
Because he said, didn't he, Allardyce wanted to have control of the ball in the midfield, and that's fine.
I think he was too unselfish, though. I would have said,
he has been his whole career.
I'm staying where I am.
His whole career, honestly.
Yeah. But Everton are still doing it now.
Yeah.
Everton are still doing it now. We've let Richarlison go and we haven't replaced it, and that's why Everton struggle. You might get all the other bits nice and you might get the other bits right, but if you've got people who can put the ball in the net, it counts for nothing.
But I agree with Ned as well. We've got rid of the goals and creativity though. So those creative players, because realistically, Iwobi's our most creative player, and he's not He's not very creative, is he?
No, ball comes in again. Croatia, good build up, 27 minutes, 40 seconds gone.
We don't
ball
have...
back into the box, flick header, keeper's not got to get another chance.
It only needed
Croatia,
a touch.
what's the goalie doing? It's still kept alive. Croatia come again, another ball into the box. And Japan smuggle it clear eventually, but wow.
Some big chances there.
Big opportunities there. Perisic thought, rather dodgy goatee. And that's lad's too far away. It's a lovely flick on by Perisic. Back post, it's Kramaric, just can't stretch enough at the far end. Keeper's worried about what the defender's doing instead of getting back up. Carlos says, Baz, what did you think of Brazil losing the other night? Much changed team, wasn't it? It's fair group game. Lost in injury time. Yeah.
I didn't watch it, if I'm being honest. I knew it was just going to be a nothing.
Yeah, it was a knocking game. Really was a knocking game. The Blues says England v France is going to be two teams happy to let the other team have the ball. Both good at the counter-attack. And poor passing, so mistakes will decide it, in my opinion. Yeah?
Yeah.
Definitely. Otto from the kebab shop, what a name, says I've backed France to win it. Think Tchouameni is twice the player Bellingham is.
Oh, I don't know about that.
I mean, he is a good player. Tchouameni is a good player.
You'd have to be some player to be.
But Bellingham is very, very good as well.
He's only 19, isn't he?
I think Bellingham's an exceptional player.
I was looking forward to seeing that Nkunku, from Leipzig.
Oh yeah.
Because he's only a kid, and he was apparently player of the season or something in Bundesliga. Or
he is a good player.
Like young player of the season.
He is a good player. And he's going to Chelsea, isn't he?
He's injured for the World Cup, isn't he? He's gutted.
Otto says the country would be unbearable if England won the World Cup as a scouser. Why? I do not get this thing of like why
I don't like to say
Scousers hate England.
Don't get me wrong, look, politically I can't stand
we hate the
most things about this country.
It's a great ball. Come on, Japan on the counter. Sorry Mike, hang on a sec, because it's 3 again. Oh, what's he done?
Get up,
If you get up, you've got an overload. Come on, put the ball in. Oh,
he cocked that up in
chances
there.
gone.
Nothing wrong with you.
Chances gone. Is that Kamada? Come on,
Couldn't
lad.
tell you.
Yeah.
I try and just separate the two.
Yeah.
And realistically, look, it's going to be a country that wins it. Are you any more aligned to Argentina or to Brazil? Or I don't know. You know. But so for me, yeah, I want England to win. We've got a couple of Everton players in there, and
I think it'd be good for it, us in our lifetime to see England win a major on it.
Yeah,
I do. I honestly do. I don't
there's not,
listen.
there's
I'm
nothing wrong
like
as
you.
well with a bit of positivity going around. Everything's doom and gloom at the minute, isn't it? You know, like so for if it gives people a little bit of joy for a few weeks or so be it.
And don't forget, the Premier League will be back, and so the joy will soon be stripped away anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
I think it'd be really good if England won. I think it's good for the kids, the young kids. It might get a bit of focus back on grassroots football, trying to encourage it. Put a bit more money into it, maybe when there's success.
Well, wouldn't it, having a
moment.
women's team?
Women's team as champions, and that be really good. Will he win it? I don't know. But I'm not one of those scousers that are like, I hate England. I'll be honest. Qualifying, I never watch a qualifying England game. I can't be arsed with any of them, really. I love finals like this, and the Euros in the finals I like, but I don't like any of the
same as you. Look, if England get knocked out by France, I'm not devastated.
No, I wouldn't give it. It'd be gone. But my disappointments would be gone about 10 minutes later when I put the kettle on.
But if Argentina got knocked out, I'd not be, so if someone's going to win it, I'd want England to win it. But look, everyone's entitled to how they feel.
I just don't think it's that point of view, it'd be unbearable, but I don't understand why.
This is the difference between footy and Everton. This is entertainment. Everton
is suffering.
But Everton should,
It's depressing.
It's like your club football, your club is like your religion, isn't it? But
your club football is just so different, just ingrained into it, isn't it?
But it shouldn't be, should it?
That should be entertainment.
It should just be entertainment.
Yeah, but I'm glad it's not in a way, as in... No, I like the fact that it means so much
I'd honestly love to just watch Everton and go, oh well, we weren't great today. And then think about knitting or something.
I don't think you'd be able to continue to do it all the time.
No, the passion can still be there. It's just the stress you go through.
We'd all save a lot of money.
Just want to be half decent. That's all we want, innit? Yeah. Just like for me, you want to turn up and be entertained as well.
Good times.
I get more enjoyment from, and I'm sure you're the same, that you get more enjoyment watching Owen play than you do watching Everton play.
At times, yeah.
Fair enough.
He got a man of the match at the weekend.
Fair enough.
But no,
we got belted yesterday, and we shouldn't have done.
Did you win?
Defence was
we got beat 2-1.
Did you? Yeah.
Yeah, we got beat 2-1.
Love us to get beat 2-1. Our lads, literally our kids, just throw the towel in the minute they go 2 down. That's it.
Yeah, well, we were 2 down after 5 minutes, and I was feeding a full on all this. But fair play to them, they had character in that yesterday, and we
this is good.
Should have got something out the
What's really good is what's really mad about the kids team. We played the best team in the league the other week and got beaten injury time. 2-1, and yet we've played a couple of teams who do decent size, but they're not amazing and being battered because they just threw the towel in.
It's mad.
And yesterday they just threw the towel in, literally just as if they couldn't be asked. And that just winds me up.
I think everybody plays better when they play better players.
Fuming with him, he was terrible. And then he
come
back on. Attitude, terrible.
Yeah.
As in, like, moaning at everyone else. I'm like, you can't moan if you're not doing your job.
Yeah.
And he come back on and he was excellent then when he scored. Hit the bar with a free kick. We did score and the referee didn't go for corner. Lads hit it over the line, the goalie dragged it back. Not that far over, the ref didn't get it. I was at 1-0.
Yeah.
But they might have changed it. Second half they got better. But it's one of them, isn't it? It's just like, it just is mad that, and it'll be different for you, but some of the kids we've got playing footy's just not. They play it, but they don't understand it. They're just not into running with people. So people run, they just don't run, and you're like, we've got to run with you, man.
We've got a couple. Like I put on, there's Roy Keane come out yesterday after half time one of the games, and was just like, football's a running game.
Yeah, you've got to run, haven't you?
I just try and continually stress that to the kids. Like, if you don't want to run, it's not for you. No, it just isn't. No matter what position you're in. Yeah. You've got to run.
It's hard work, isn't it? Footy. It's hard work. There was you just made it really. That's a foul. I don't know. Yeah, I didn't give that there. Croatia on the break. Hang on, I don't know what passed that. Well, I thought there was a winger there. I did, the way he played.
I thought there was going to be an overlap. Yeah.
The difference between the team we played yesterday and our lads, and I've seen it twice, and it really, I haven't noticed it before, but might have just been the way this team played. But when we lost the ball to them, they flooded, literally sprinting to get involved. And a couple of times we nicked the ball off them. It was just Zach running on his own, and everyone else was just like that, watching. And I was like, you could see it in front of your eyes, bursting the gut to get a goal, just walking and jogging. And it is that thing of it's a running game. Do you know what might be good for you is if you can hire them as and not just have to buy them, but have you seen them like Vivo cameras or whatever it is? That record.
Film your game.
My dad keeps saying this. You should do it, and I'm like, the kids they don't. But he's probably.
Do you know what though?
Just to give it to their eyes.
We've done a couple of training sessions where we've done it like a class, made it fun, like a classroom session.
Yeah.
So not just doing training on a pitch all the time, and gone through like formations. Ask the kid about different formations, like let them start using the brain.
I always ask them why they think something happened in a game.
But
why do you think we got
beat? They just want to give you the answer they think.
Yeah. They're like looking as if it's and I'm going, no, it's not a right answer. What you like in your mind?
Yeah.
And it is dead weird because
but that's where that sort of if you have them in that classroom type thing. Depends what your club's like at Mossley, we've got a club out, so we get them in and stuff, and we can have them sat down, and then they're in a different environment where they can say stuff without feeling like they're stupid. But if you had like a video of them and you can show them and go, boys, look, and it might just
visually,
even if it's just a couple of them, it clicks in their head and goes, oh yeah, I don't know, might be weird.
No, it is. It's just because it is interesting. Obviously, it's kids' footy. You're starting to that's you talk between going, hang on, it is only kids' football. But they do want to get better, but they're not. It's just not natural for some of them.
Look at the end. What I always try and say, and I've said to the parents in our team and with the kids, is that like that where it's it's just football, but it's like anything, isn't it? That they've got to learn something, and it's how do they best learn? Some will learn visually.
Yeah.
Some will learn with instructions. Some will learn by practical doing it themselves and stuff. So you might have a couple in your team that visually, if they see something, will be like,
the penny will
drop. Actually, so yeah, might be
the way forward. Finn218 says, do want England to win it, but the dream would be Ronaldo v Messi in a World Cup final. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Maybe.
Only if Messi won it.
Yeah.
It'd be unbearable if Ronaldo won it over Messi in the final. Just for Piers Morgan alone, wouldn't it? Jesus Christ.
Well, they both won Ronaldo's won the Euros, Messi's won the Copa America, so the last one for them is the
final stand, innit?
And it's probably their last World Cup as well for the both of them, really, isn't it?
I reckon Ronaldo may still have another one. May.
37, 41. He's gone full Roger Miller.
No, honestly,
it wouldn't surprise you, but they've got two players
and also
down
just
here,
because
by the way.
Portugal, in the past, I've had quite a few older players, haven't they?
Yoshida was caught there on the ankle. They're both injured, aren't they? Petrovic and Yoshida, he looks in pain. Japanese captain there. Did he get the studs on the ankle? He's limping back in.
Oh, he's fine.
But he's give the.
He'll survive.
Oh, he'll be all right. Where is he? Carlos says we never replaced Lukaku as a whole. Dom was already there. He was. We didn't go. Lukaku's gone. Let's get another striker, did we? Since Rom's gone.
Well, they got Rooney in, didn't he?
We've only ever had Dom, haven't we? We got Rooney in, but he was coming in at Christmas to play with Rom. It's just that United in the end wouldn't let him go until the summer. So the idea was to get him in at Christmas. As Japan break, come on. The right ball, that's a nice little great run.
There's no one close and get closer.
Inverted
You're gonna have to shoot, mate, because there's no one with you. Ball back in, shinned it. What's going on here? Japan still have it in the corner, get where you can. Played inside.
That's a foul.
Carried on.
Drive.
Go on then. Finish with a shot. There's men overload. Slid through. Chance for Japan. Shoot. Oh, deflected out.
The
referee's give a goal kick. Oh,
That'd have been an excellent goal.
Daichi Kamada. How have you not scored? Big chance. Probably Japan's best chance of the game in the 40th minute. Really good play.
I want to play the edge there.
Here it
This
is.
ball here,
Lovely
it's
ball through. Kamada drops the shoulder. Oh, lad.
What's he done there?
Has it come for a throw-in?
Oh, look at the
That's a lovely little back heel. And this is a foul, isn't it? It has come for a throw.
Oh, it's gone for a throw.
Daichi Kamada, that was a tremendous opportunity
You'd
to
rather
give the
go
Japanese
for
a
a throw-in,
lead.
though, wouldn't you, rather than a goal kick?
Yeah, I suppose.
He would, yeah.
No, when you try
I'd
to
rather
shoot
him
at the
hit it at the goal. To be fair.
If you're going to miss
Miss
style.
bad, yeah.
No, Iwobi is creative. Mike, I don't think Mike was saying he's not creative. I'm saying we're talking about real, true creativity.
Not like a
from
James Rodriguez.
number of players.
He's
Iwobi's got the most assists. He is one of the most creative
He's
players.
our most creative player, and he is a sort of. He is creative, but he's not. He hasn't got that like X factor in terms
hasn't
of
got,
like
like-
a.
He hasn't got the set
Rodriguez
pieces, has he?
No, he's not a. He's not
like
a.
play like
He's
a
not a
beam.
James Rodriguez, but he is our most creative
Yeah.
player.
Yeah.
But you want more than just Iwobi, don't you?
want someone who
You
can
want
put
the.
a cross
You
in.
also want the creativity with goals, which is what, whether we liked it or not, it's what Sigurdsson give us. It's what James Rodriguez give us. Goals, you know, 8 goals, 6 assists or something. That's what we're looking for. Ross Barkley did the same.
Yeah.
That's what we're missing as well. We're not exactly we're not prolific in the final third with any of our front players, and we haven't got midfielders anymore that are prolific. You know, if Iwobi started adding goals, then he'd be incredible for us. Oh, the goalie and the defender, it's a corner to Japan.
But the thing with Iwobi is he's got quite a few assists, and why is he second in the league?
Someone did say, why Son not starting for Japan? Because he's from Korea. That's why. He's not Japanese. He did start for Korea the other day, and his through ball put Korea into the next round. They're playing Brazil tonight, aren't they?
Brazil, yeah.
So he'll start against Brazil tonight. But let's say, he might have just been joking, but let's say that. It's a corner for Japan, whipped into the near post. It's another corner.
Slow and...
A little bit higher than that would have took the front post out. Adja says Kamada is a baller. He's very good, but that was a poor miss. Japan he'll be swept in with the left foot now. It's a lovely move into the box, round the back. 1-0. Japan are ahead.
Oh, great goal.
It's the Samurai man. 1-0. What's his name?
Who does he play for?
It's a
Let's buy him.
tremendous.
Everton, buy him.
Get him now. Get him now.
I tell you what, you got to be scared of him as well, haven't you?
I tell you what, they don't look happy. That was a fantastic.
It's a good work, second corner, wasn't it? They created a good angle to get the ball in.
Hang on till half time.
Look at this. This is a well thought out set piece. This.
Yeah, it's a great angle to get it in. No,
He's on side because
the other fella's arms out. Isn't it?
Yeah. And it's
it's
swept home.
in, yeah.
That can't be offside.
If they get rid of that, mate, honestly, I can't be doing with football if that's not a goal.
Maeda's put it in. They're gonna check it, aren't they? Because they always check it. But that was a brilliant free kick. That Yerry Mina's having a look at it.
Commentator said this will be a huge upset, will it?
I don't think it'd be huge upset. It'd be an upset on paper, wouldn't it? But
The Croatian's arm was the same as the Japanese arm, so let's just cut that nonsense out right now. Maeda's put it in. It's a goal. 1-0 to Japan.
do you know who Maeda plays for?
No, have a look.
Celtic.
Oh, is it the kid from...
Yeah, I just looked. I was just like...
I was going to say he never played against Everton. Of course he didn't play against Everton, Baz, because he was there.
I thought that was
You
that.
clown. 1-0. What a tremendous tremendous corner that was.
Ito play for?
Really, really good.
I'm not sure, but Celtic have got a few, haven't they? They've
I'm
got
going to
2
say,
or 3.
is that Ito plays for as well?
The Blues, he is creative. I don't think Mike was really talking about it like that, but he does need to score more goals. That's the problem. That was a really, really good goal. What a corner that was. Japan 1, Croatia 0. Croatia have created opportunities. They just have made the wrong choices. We're in the 45th minute. We'll see what will the thing be. Probably 3 minutes. There's been a couple of stoppages. Let's see, we haven't had it yet. It's 2 minutes the additional time, which is mad, because the trainer's been on twice, and in other games, and there's been a goal and a bar.
It's all plays in France.
But hey, there you go, 2 additional minutes. It's 1-0 at the moment to Japan. Brilliant goal as Croatia have got the ball 10 yards from the Japanese corner flag. It has been. It's been the game's had a nice flow to it, and it's 1-0 to Japan.
There's more goals in this, though.
There is more goals. Both teams are look open at the back. Japan are full of energy. We know that. Great energy. Get up and down the pitch tremendously well. And have scored an absolutely brilliant goal to lead 1-0. We've gone over 71,000 subs. Thank you very, very much. Much appreciated.
We're here.
Thank you.
We won it 70k last Friday, wasn't it?
No, just that Friday, yeah. Ball into the arm, innit? Look, the arms are the same, but the feet are there. Yeah. There you go, he's on side, so no arguments. Up to the halfway line, 1-0 the last minute of additional time added on. Croatia playing it forward. Japan will just want to get in here now and reset. That's not a good ball. Play it.
Don't concede before half time.
No, I don't. Let's keep the ball there. They should have just gone back to the keeper. Keep it nice and tight at the moment. Carla says Celtic have had a few Japanese players over the years. Makes sense now with Ange considering he used to manage in Japan.
Yeah, he
good
brought
market
a few over,
to have
hasn't he?
good knowledge on. No, it is. As Croatia come forward again, ball in low, keep it tight.
Oh.
Good defending, important defending from Yoshida. We've played the 2 additional minutes. See, this has all started because they had the ball on the halfway line, Japan. They could have gone back to the keeper and started again.
Just played the timeout, wasn't it?
And they didn't.
This will be the last play of the half.
This will be the last bit of the half. The corner to Croatia. Modric is over it. They'll want to see this out, of course. Keep it nice and tight. There's movement in the boxes. It's going to come in now from Modric. He's gone short. Back to Luka Modric as a runner.
Oh,
it's a lovely little shift. Ball stood up.
Attack it.
Gone over the heads. The referee, that's the half. Oh, and the Croatian kid has smashed it away. Maedy's goal just before half-time. Brilliantly worked corner. Japan 1, Croatia 0 at the halfway stage.
Good half, that.
It was a good half.
It was a very good half. The game's got a really good feel to it. Both teams attacking. Japanese, as usual, full of lots of intensity. Lots of work rate. And I suppose they've defended quite well. At times, Croatia have looked good on the counter-attack. Just made the wrong choice a few times. But very, very enjoyable, as they're saying.
3 Japanese players Celtic have got.
Yeah.
Maeda. Oh no, I don't even know why I tried this. Doesn't matter. Ideguchi, something, and someone else.
Yeah.
He's playing today.
Someone and someone else. Fair play. Fair play. Ashley Williams. Hey ho. Yeah. Chris Sutton says, big shout to all who did the Santa Dash yesterday in town. Great to see Big Dunk giving up the high fives at the start as well. Yeah, Duncan was down there.
Yeah.
Doing the represent.
Where's he going to end up?
The city. I don't know. There's a few clubs who are interested in him, I think.
I just thought him and Rangers would have been a great little
Would have been a nice little fit, wouldn't it?
Yeah. They've got QPR's manager.
Yeah, he was the assistant at Villa, wasn't he?
Yeah.
I can't see that ending well. I just can't see that ending well. I don't know why. I just don't know. Just don't feel it fitting. I think that'd be an ideal for Ferguson that. He needs to get in there, though, doesn't he? Did he go for the Wigan job? Do you know?
He was linked with it. I think he probably.
He
probably had a little.
Yeah, Colo. Got it, hasn't he?
I think he probably had a little chat with them.
Yeah.
It's whether or not.
Someone just needs to take a punt on him, don't they?
And him on them. I think he's you know.
You've been a little bit selective, do you think?
I think.
I mean, you've got to be, because obviously
the problem is
you can die on your
the
first
problem
one,
exactly. If you take a job that you think you're not 100% confident you can get what you need from it, it can set you back. It can end you.
Another one like where I think anything in the Scottish Premiership, you know, if it's not a Rangers or Celtic, you can get on, you can learn a lot under the radar, can't you?
Yeah.
Because realistically, any of them other teams, it's predominantly just trying to stay in the division, and maybe what Aberdeen and Hearts maybe pushing for the European spot. But because it was Dundee United he used to play for.
Yeah.
They're in the Premiership, I know Dundee in the Championship.
He was linked with that a while ago as well.
Some along those lines, I don't know, and just get some. Just want to see him back in the game, to be honest.
Well, it's up to, you know, even if he never ends up at Everton, it'd just be good to see him
Get him back in here.
get in. Yeah.
Back in.
Get him back in. Get him back in for a chat.
He can coach my under 11s if he
Yeah,
wants.
he come and coach my under 12, you know. He can come and...
Give him a real good start into the game.
That was, yeah.
If he can get these
If he can
winning
get
rates.
the, yeah, if he can get my team learning how to they can defend properly, then he'd be sound. You know, that'd convince people he can do the job. No, just listen. There's other clubs, isn't there? It's for him. It'll be about learning the game, won't it?
Yeah.
And I don't mean that learning. He's been a Premier League coach for 8 years. He knows Premier League footballers. But sometimes when you're the gaffer, you've got to make the decisions on a day-to-day basis, and it might be at a club in League One or something like that where it's harder.
That's what I mean. I think,
but then, in some respects, it's harder, but it can also be easier as well because you got to work with what you've got. You haven't got tons of money. You've got to get the best out of players, and even if he's never going to end up as Everton manager, if he wants to be a football manager, that's what you have to do.
Yeah.
And he might end up being something like Rangers manager in the future and winning stuff up there. Yeah. And that might be what he does. Who knows? But he's never going to... I don't think a Premier League club's going to take a chance on him because he's not done it. So you've got to start somewhere.
To be honest, you wouldn't recommend... I wouldn't want him to. I think he'd set himself up to fail with that. When I saw the Wigan job, I thought that was a nice fit.
It might be, yeah.
But obviously that's gone. But I think it needs to be something like that, if you know what I mean. Just a little step down, get on with your job a little bit under the radar.
Learn the decision making. He's not scared to make a decision. We've seen that when he was the manager, having a little go whatever. Yeah. And he wasn't scared to put Moise Keane on and take him off, or he wasn't scared of leaving someone out or whatever. That's fine, but you've got to do all the other bits. And you prove yourself. Might do it and not like it. Yeah. Mightn't he? Yeah. Might do it and go, actually, you know what? This isn't all it's cracked up.
You just get a feeling, don't you? I have a feeling he'd do well. I don't know. Just got a feeling he'd take to it well. I think he's got the charisma, and I think that's a big part of when you're a manager. Is charisma. Yeah. If you've got something where people are looking and going, you know, I want to play for this fella. Bit of respect as well.
People have got respect. It'd be important, wherever he is. The importance would be what he put round him. Yeah. What people he put round him. Good coaches, because you can be a great manager all you want, but you've got to have good coaching staff as well. Yeah. That's important.
Can you manage? He'd have good connections in that world as well, wouldn't he? You would think.
So you've got to be able to manage them people as well.
Yeah.
It's not just managing the team. You've got to be able to manage your coaching staff as well, and do you complement each other? Can you get the best out of them as well as the team you're picking? Yeah. There's a lot to it. But you only ever know by doing it.
Yeah. No, it'd be interesting.
So it would be. It'd be interesting to see whether
it'd be good to have just have another thing to follow and keep an eye on. I like when it's like that.
Interest. Yeah. Have an interest of, you know,
something not Everton.
That's all you're looking for. Something.
Honestly, I'm clinging on. Honestly, if every round goes by in the World Cup, I feel myself getting sadder and sadder.
Yeah. Oh, it's coming back. Yeah. I think I'm gonna have hypnosis or something to just make it feel like it's a PlayStation game. And if I get beat, and it doesn't affect me life.
Do you know, for me, like I say, I want some level of entertainment. It's bordering on ridiculous now. It's not only the crap, they're boring, and that's what I can't deal with.
What's a real issue is that you've got to. There's got to be, and I suppose just the money stops it being like this. But you've got to think of if you're not going to win anything, then you've got to entertain. Do you know what I mean? If you're not going to win trophies.
There's only so long you can play on your fans being loyal fans, and that would just slow. Like you know, it wasn't that long ago. We were only getting just over 30,000. I mean, if you're going into a new stadium with no possibility of winning anything, you know, bailing out the cups first rounds all the time or a couple of rounds in, then you have to entertain because how else are you going to start filling that stadium? And you know, you're hiking prices up every year. Yeah. You know, that does me head in, and I understand. There's some people going, well, they've had the cheapest prices and all. Look, I had 2 people mention to me at the weekend, because I just don't go into town shopping and I can't be doing all that. No. And both of them, Everton fans, but were picking up Liverpool stuff as well for family members.
Yeah.
And they just said it's embarrassing the difference in the shops. And it's absolutely embarrassing. And this is what does my head in with the prices going up. Do you know, if we were doing absolutely everything off the field, like to the nth degree, and you go, look, but we need to keep pushing on. You can go, right, go on, but they're not doing that bit, and they're going, let's do the easy option, let's get off these mugs. And then when you have fans defending it, when there's people going in the shop and they can't even buy the stuff they've gone in for because they haven't got it. Like, no, one of them said they went in, and they were like, honestly, they had to. They was like, is it closing down? I said, there's nothing in here. And it was all dark and dingy, and they went, the Liverpool one is all Christmas, all the stuff they got out, all Christmas related gear as well. They were like, there's all like chocolate things hang on the trees, all the different, all just gimmicky stuff. But you know, when the kids, that's how you generate revenue, isn't it? But no, let's just put the prices up. Someone else will pay you.
Our club is weird. And football it is getting more expensive, and the thing about it is,
but do that bit first.
It's getting more expensive, but then at some stage, people aren't going to be able to pay it.
And certainly if they're not entertained, and that's my thing.
It's tough. It's tough.
The games, I said this before, the game's going away from the fans.
It's been going away from the
game.
It's
going away from
the way. It's gone years ago, hasn't it?
You've got to remember.
I'll tell you though where I'm at, because obviously I haven't got a season ticket. I'm on the waiting list still. But obviously I've been to every game just on, you know, buying a ticket by ticket basis. They're the first lot you're going to get, because I'm losing enthusiasm to want to log on, buy me ticket behind the post, fucking, you know, trying to get 3 tickets for me missus and me lad. We're sat in the worst places you can be every time we go, to rock up freezing cold and watch that. It's, you know, there's got to be something. There's got to be something.
Because something's got to give.
Be 2 ways.
And at some stage, you don't know how it's going to be. It's like the prices keep going up and going up. The entertainment's getting worse and worse. And I think the entertainment in general in the Premier League is not very good anyway. People go on about the best league. I don't think it's that entertaining. This is far more entertaining.
Yeah.
And yet, this is what it is.
I don't know whether maybe the league's more entertaining than we think, just because we just don't enjoy it.
No, but I see other games.
I don't watch them anymore.
I watch teams come to Goodison, and I just think, use your crap as well.
I get that.
Use your crap the same as we are.
Chelsea
just
at the start of the season, I was just like, shite.
Most teams have been. Who's been good at Goodison this season? Anyone?
No.
Really?
Not
Leicester were all right in the final third. They were terrible at the back.
Yeah.
I just look at teams, this league's crap. Liverpool were crap.
Yeah.
Man City are great, you know that.
Yeah.
Arsenal have been good this season. A lot of the Premier League's terrible. Terrible football. Yeah. And these players are on humongous wages. Yeah. And who's feeling it? The fans. And the clubs will just keep going, well, we've got to pay 200 grand a week to get him to play for us. And it's like, at some stage, it's going to be... We can't keep paying these wages.
No.
We can't keep paying this money to go. And football clubs make a hell of a lot of money.
Yeah.
It's why, and it'll never ever happen, but it's why a salary cap should have come in. And no football club should be paying more than 100 grand a week. Nobody. And that's ridiculous wages, really. Nobody should be paying it.
No.
The football clubs, football players, these players go, hang on, you're moaning about 50 grand a week. Come and do this job, mate. Come and do this job for 20 grand a year. And you're moaning about 50 grand a week.
I mean, it's all relative, isn't it? Because the one thing you can't do is blame the players, because if you're...
No, but at some stage, you've got to look at what is reality, right? And there's no reality in football.
No, there's no reality.
These people live in this. These players live in this. Well, they don't even live in the city. Everton and Liverpool. Everton plays, Liverpool plays don't really live in the city. Very few. Tom Davis does. There's a handful who do. The rest live in Manchester. And yet they work in this city where the average wage probably isn't 20 grand a year. Probably or around that, right? And we all feel it with electricity, with the winter bills and all that. And driving a 13-year-old Audi,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, and things like that. You live in it.
Yeah.
Loads of people have got worse than that. People can't heat the house, feed the kids, and yet these are putting a trackie on
look, I get
every
it, but
day, having a kick about for
but
2
it's not
hours.
the players' fault.
No, but it is because
It's not because they're not the one. If you're getting offered that money, you're going to take
no,
it.
that's like anything, isn't it? It's
No,
like
but that's
anything.
what I'm saying. So what the players, from the players' perspective, when they're moaning about, and I know what you're saying but when they're moaning about 50 grand, but if you're doing this job, if you and Ped are doing this job and Ped's on double the amount you are, and you're doing the same thing, you're going to go, hang on. Even though you're happy with you can live on what you're on, but why is he getting double? So, and that's where the players are. They are out of the reality of what normal wages are, but in the realm of the world that they live in, they're only wanting what's right for their commercial
No, but you're
value.
on. I get it. No, you're right.
But it's the club.
It's the thing of donate the players
For
hate
me-
the game, isn't it? Right?
For me though, but like Everton as a club should just go, right, we're 50 grand a week, so what we'll do. You telling me we couldn't have a team the same as that for half the wage bill?
Well, look at the likes
Garbage.
of Dortmund wages are.
Yeah,
Well, some of our average crap players are on more than what Dortmund's top
And
players
this
are.
is my thing, but this thing, oh yeah, but we have to get the play. You don't, because there's only an infinite amount of teams.
Yeah.
And we've had this discussion on me about the Super League and going, but if they go, we'd have no money and all this.
Yeah.
But it'll all just become relative.
Yeah.
Because the Super League are going to take the best players. We don't have the best players anyway.
Honestly pray for a Super League.
Yeah.
I pray for
It'd be
and they all
such
go.
a fresh start, wouldn't
40
it?
players.
And the Blues, I'm not confusing
Years
quality
and
with
years ago,
entertainment at all.
They were fans, they were down to earth lads. You'd go into the booze after
Yeah.
game and the players would be in there buying everyone drinks and they'd be sound. And now the celebrities aren't they?
I mean, I never ever saw
They are,
that.
but my thing, and look, I'm not defending.
Don't used to go into town and stuff after the game.
See, for me, I'm not
We're
defending
talking
crap
30 years ago.
players
20
being
years ago.
crap. But what I would say is it's just a different. The play, they're all the same,
Never
no
seen
matter
one
what
things.
club they're at. They're not any different. And like a player going into town now or whatever, there's cameras everywhere and all
Celebrities
that.
aren't
Like,
they've become civilised and that's why a lot of them
but I listen to loads of these different.
They've become civilised. That's
Yeah.
not the right word.
become civilised.
I listen to loads of these different podcasts and stuff, like the Under the Cosh thing and all that stuff. And they're talking to ex-players and they just go, oh my God, we couldn't get up to what we were up to nowadays because
you
the
couldn't.
phones everywhere,
Of course,
the
yeah.
way media, with social media and that. So part of it's a making of itself and created this distance, because if imagine if, I don't know, Calvert-Lewin bounces into the pub after a game or whatever and he's buying everyone drinks everywhere. What's he doing in there? He's injured again, and why? You can, so it is what it is. It's a perpetual cycle.
Like,
it's hard.
Years and years ago, footy players were just
Japan come
mad
forward
like,
again.
they're just mad
Oh,
for
lovely.
footy, or they
Come
just
on then.
kick balls around.
Come on then. Oh,
They're just mad
Tahiti.
for footy, and now players, they've got it's more than just football. It's
Yeah.
all the life around it. Just all the money they've got, sponsorships, all the deals they have, like clothing lines and all that stuff, and all social media, going out and being pictured everywhere. It's much more than just being mad for footy and kicking the ball around. There's a lot. It's a big life that comes with it,
Yeah, it's commercial.
and that's
isn't
what
it?
the celebrities now, aren't they? They're not.
I think they've
not
always
just
been
fans.
celebrities, haven't they? Footballers, but there was,
It's
celebrities.
just a
with
higher. They've just got higher profiles than
Yeah.
they should have dealt with that. They've
It's
got
because-
higher profiles than
Well,
they used to
media's
have. that's all.
24/7 now, isn't it? It's you've got to feed 24/7 content. So, a story's made out of anything nowadays, isn't it? But fundamentally, I just want to turn
The
up
biggest-
with Goodison and be entertained. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
Trying to get at is like, look, most of our time when we've been watching us, fundamentally, we've been crap. Whether there's levels of crap, but we haven't won nothing, have we? We haven't looked like winning anything. So we've always been rubbish. But there's been times, Jordan, being not great, that we've been entertained.
Japan clear it. Yeah.
Just like 100 boys, never won anything, but just having a team that worked, watching players work hard.
Yeah, you can have a level of being proud, couldn't you? Like
It
you
is.
had a bit of pride in your team.
I just think we've allowed though the wages to spiral out of control. We spoke to Degsy Mountfield. He won the FA Cup on 150 quid a week,
Yeah,
and his mates were plasterers were on 250 quid a week.
yeah. Yeah, no, I mean...
So people who win the FA Cup now will be on 150 grand a week, and then plasterers will be on 400 quid a week.
Yeah, but...
Right, so it's not any better now. They're not like they're all Diego Maradona.
No, far from it. If anything, yeah, we've probably gone the other way. But,
exactly.
But the thing is he was on 150 quid a week winning that, but if Everton were paying him £1,000 a week, he'd have took it, is my point.
Of course, no, listen, of course. That's not me. You're right. It's not... It's again, it is. It's don't hate the players, hate the game.
Like the players nowadays, right? The players now, if it was universal football, would all do the exact same job for £1,000 a week, all of them.
Of course, yeah.
Because they just want to play footy. Most of them, 99% of them, just want to play footy, so they do it anyway. And would go, well, I'm getting £1,000 a week. It's better than working in an office for 300 quid a week or whatever. So that's what I'm saying. It's all just relative. But once you're in that world, like Pickford, he's going to be negotiating a contract with Everton soon. He's going to know his commercial value of what
I'm not saying he should say, I'll just play for 20 grand a week, lads, because, you know, the people in the city are on 20 grand. I get it. I'm not denying that that's the case, but I'm just saying it's not right, is it? And so we keep the clubs and still keep asking us to go to the well. Yeah. You're only earning that, but this is how much your season ticket's going to cost. But it's like, all right.
But without doing the other commercial
But yet you're
stuff,
still paying Salomon Rondon X amount of thousand a week.
Do you know, if like for Everton, and obviously you can only talk about Everton, I'm sure other clubs are the same, potentially, but where the commercial side of it's just so poor, you know, like, if they had the shop bouncing and the stuff going like, you know, the way Liverpool have, then you will get that money in, but at least the fans are getting some commodity back for it, where as opposed to just putting your season ticket up and you're not getting anything any different, are you? If anything, you're getting things worse every year. You know, your price is going up. I think there is such a vital balance right now for where Everton are at in terms of performance level, entertainment level, and moving into that stadium, that they need to get into that stadium so quick. Because if there was more than another year or two of watching this dross...
Or chance. Defending Japanese, it's up in the air. Maeda's after it. Back in by...
He's off if he goes.
He'll clear it now, will he? No. Yeah. Cleared now by Croatia. No, you're right. It's
frustrating, isn't it? It's just, but hopefully,
you just
want
a
couple of
attacking
attacking players,
attacking football, don't you?
That's
That's what you want to see. You go to be entertained. You don't go to see them hanging on. Do you?
No,
are you not entertained?
Everyone makes out like we're this horrible, hard fan base. We're not. We honestly, them lot next door, they're a hard fan base to please. We're not. We just want a team that'll put a bit of graft in, entertain us a bit, and have a bit of pride. That's it. We're not even saying, we should be winning this and we should be winning that. That's how far we've dropped. No one even demands winning things anymore.
No. 5 minutes into the second half, still Japan 1, Croatia 0.
Where's Modric?
Here's the Modric. Well, he's there. We've been taking the corners, boys.
You got COVID, by the way?
No, it's going to be from my gigs. I've got a bad cough every Monday.
It's him singing his...
And it's 2 gigs with a band this weekend. And when you're playing with a band, you're more shouty and screamy because you're playing with a full rock band.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of clips. Look good.
Thank you. Especially on Friday night, it was just, the place was absolutely...
You were loving it, weren't you?
Rammed, and like, when it's like, it's that rammed, everyone's dancing in front of the stage.
You get on your knees and give it... Like...
I do, I climbed on the monitor.
Maeda's on a run again.
Playing a solo, stood on the monitor like this in front of the stage, and people are just there. So when you get back on the mic and everyone's singing, you raise your voice and you go, someday.
Yeah. There's a proper buzz, is it?
The adrenaline rush you get after a gig. I can never sleep after a gig like that because of the adrenaline you get. When everyone's just loving
that's
it.
poor. Keep hold of it, lad.
And all the girls are looking at you play this solo going, wow.
Cross in. Keeper's got to come for it. Does come for it.
Ooh.
Make you laugh on it. The players straight up now. Check that. It will be checked.
Unless you're Everton.
I was a bit disappointed. Premier League have said they won't be bringing the injury time system that the World Cup are using into the Premier League.
I'll be honest, we're one of the biggest ones for wasting time, so one made up. Everton games at that 15 minutes injury time. Pickford rolling around.
Honestly, do you know when it gets to 90, I don't want to see another 15.
I don't.
Go home.
I'm like, I want to go home and I want it to be, especially if we're winning, I want it to be 2. I don't want it to be 10.
And if we're losing, it could be another 2 hours. You know we're not getting a shot on
you
target.
can
So
tell
it's
whether
boring,
they
isn't it?
score. It's difficult to bring that system in. They've already started winding it down on this.
I know that's too.
You know what I mean?
But how can you change? They're basically changing the rules.
Yeah,
midway through.
the first group games are 10 minutes and 8 minutes. Now it's
Yeah.
like, oh, two's enough, lads.
It is mad.
Always do it in tournaments. Start off penalising for things early on, harshly, and then
Total receptions.
that's basically interceptions. It means, or the other, if it's there's the other one. One's receiving the ball, so it might be that. The other one's interceptions. They're trying to give it sexier names now. Croatia, the ball on the
You need to
was
smash
pass
it.
to nobody,
Play it to
and the
his feet.
Japanese intercept. He's running, mate. Stop dropping
Look at the pace
shoulders.
and energy, though. You know,
Oh,
like,
that's good play.
Good feet, that.
Well played.
Played.
Suck
Inside
them up.
now.
Go on,
That's
early.
good.
can we
One
just
more,
sign this
one more.
Japanese team?
Yeah, seen someone said the other day, can you just sign the team and the whole manager? Just buy
Get
all
it
of them.
in.
Cross comes in towards Maeda.
Look at that.
Love for an heads it behind
Into
for
his
the
feet,
corner.
out his feet and in the box.
What do you
No
reckon?
messing
Like
around.
a quarter of the wage bill? Probably less.
There'll be less.
Imagine.
Because they just want to play.
Players who want to win the game, you can see how
They
hungry
work,
they are
they
to
want to
the
win,
game.
they're
Energy,
working hard,
working
they're running. And they're doing it all without ego. They're doing it for the good of the team.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
And you get a nice clean changing room at the end of it as well.
Exactly, they pick up. You see, look at that.
Got a bit of class, haven't they?
You know, tidy the changing room up.
Yeah.
The way the fans
The
tidy
fans
their
go
own
pick all
litter
the
up.
stuff, yeah.
Just a different culture, mate, than us. Oh, corner's flicked down, referee is in the way. It's not back in Croatia.
I'd love to go to Japan.
Go.
Go, mate. Quite easily.
I'm going on my own.
Go with mum and dad.
I'm sure someone will go
They
with
won't
you.
go to Japan. They like the beach holidays.
Oh,
wanna go to
Cam
Japan?
will be well into Japan.
Let's go to Japan next year.
Why would I without being disrespectful,
America was good.
why would I go to Japan with you? I've got a family.
We're best friends.
We went to America because it was...
Come on, answer this. Where would he go? Come on.
Well, if Everton
Do you know,
go,
in fact, yeah, do you know who you better going with? Ped, because he want to go on one of them trains.
yeah.
You've
I
got
think
more
Ped
chance of
will
luring
want-
him in
Ped
on
will
one of them
want-
trains.
Ped's got a wife. But if Everton say,
I've got a family.
we're best friends.
I've got 3 kids.
If Everton play in Japan,
Cam is your best bet, isn't
instead
it?
of they probably play in America. I
You can't be
imagine,
best friends if
pre-season.
only 50% of you actually
And
consider
in my
yourself
opinion,
friends.
in my opinion, they should keep playing in America. But if Everton went and
They
played
shouldn't
in Japan,
keep.
No, they
oh,
shouldn't.
they should.
Okay.
But if Everton went,
Header
and played
comes
Japan-
in. Oh, what a header!
Oh, 1-1.
That's a great
Doesn't
header,
matter.
that.
Even Perisic has levelled it with a
I was
tremendous
going to say,
header.
he's been poor today. And he's
A
just scored
tremendous
great
header.
That was a great
Out
header.
of nothing. It's 1-1. And Japan,
goal. Oh, I'm gutted.
the
I want
great header.
pens. Do you know when it's a game and I'm not bothered to go
I
through?
think,
want
I
pens,
think,
I
I
love
think if
pens.
it comes to pens, I think Croatia will.
That is a tremendous
That was
header
a
goal
bullet
from
of a
Croatia
header.
have
Perisic.
just got that quality to.
Cross comes in,
But then
and
again,
it's a header right in the corner of the net, 1-1.
if Everton play in Japan in pre-season for some reason, can we go?
Everton will never play footy in Japan.
Miles
We'll
on.
be going to America, won't we?
Yeah.
That is an
a great
absolutely
header.
unbelievable header.
It's
That.
a great cross and a great header from Perisic, about 5 yards inside the penalty area. Bullet header right into the
He
corner.
had to go back to get the ball, didn't he?
Goalie can't do anything about
That's
that.
It's a brilliant header. No, 1-1.
You could have volleyed it and not hit it.
Poor marking, in all
Yeah.
fairness. Just left him on his own, but it's a brilliant
Yeah,
header.
didn't have any pressure on him then.
One apiece.
He drops back to get it, and to be fair, you wouldn't expect someone to bury a header from
Why
there.
is the left winger number 4?
1-1. 56 minutes gone in this one. It really is anyone's game.
It's a
This
great game, this. I'm enjoying
been a
it.
good
It would
open
have to
game
be,
of footy.
It would have to be some trip to beat that week in America, to be fair. That week in America was just...
Do you know what they made that week in America
Phenomenal.
better? If you'd have done a documentary about it.
Who did voice?
Come on, Ned.
I mean, he was asked
got
to do
loads
it.
of footage.
Was asked to do it. And was asked to do it in the 6 weeks when Everton weren't playing. And we're now down
Poor
to 3
form, that,
weeks.
Ned.
Here's Kamada.
You know, for us poor people like me, don't get a chance to go on these trips. Do you know what I mean? I felt like I was there.
I really
came
think
with
you
us.
could put something together, Ned, with wouldn't take too much effort because you've got most of it.
I'm still waiting for Johnson to...
No, forget that. Just do it anyways. A
Good
shot
hit.
comes in.
Oh!
From
Great tip.
Japan, what a good save that
Good
is.
strike, that.
lovely strike
This is-
and a
this is
really
a good
good
game,
save. Oh,
Go
he's
on.
ready, isn't he?
Yeah.
He is ready for action
You're
there.
not getting into one with...
What a
that's great hit.
tremendous hit that was. Just a bit closer to keep it. It's
Yeah,
a good
good save.
save. Either side of him, it's a goal. It's a corner for Japan. 1-1. 57 minutes gone.
You got a nice pair of boots on.
Yes. Tomiyasu, Arsenal defender in there. It comes into the keeper. Pushes it away.
Flapped a bit on.
Did flap it a little bit, but he got it out of
back in,
harm's way.
stand
The
it up.
cross has got to come in now. Deflected and blocked, and Croatia can break.
Good game, this.
And it's smashed forward. Switch it now. He's gone back to the keeper. Yeah, I couldn't pick a winner here at the moment.
You said 1-1, didn't you?
Yeah. I don't think it'll end 1-1 now.
2-1 I thought to Japan, but
Yeah, I think there's still goals in this. I'd be surprised.
Who knows?
Oh, he's pickpocketed to me, yeah. He's in behind. Put it across.
oh, you go towards
Put
him.
it across.
Some.
Oh,
Oh, good defending.
Done too much with that. Yeah, he's apologising there. He should do. Should have just pulled it back to him.
Putting the pressure on themselves though, Evan, you don't need to, aren't they?
Yeah, they've
on
been
edge of the
sloppy at the
box
back,
again. Put your foot through it, lad. Sit, get it out of there.
Oh, it's not like that. How's that not got down the pitch? It's unbelievable, isn't it?
God knows.
It's because I've mentioned Everton and I'm joining Everton. They've all gone, ah!
I'm sure he's like...
Is that Vlasic running past then in the subs? Is he in the
Nico,
subs?
big Nico, yeah. Mitch Smith says we need to scout Asia. Simple.
We don't scout out of the northwest of bleeding England. No, but it's embarrassing, isn't it? What? Oh, don't.
I'm
I
sure
don't
some
talk about
things
Everton
are
either.
changing. Kevin Thelwell
It's
is...
got to though,
is
hasn't it?
trying
Our
to-
It's
scouts,
embarrassing.
our scouts have got season tickets for Burnley.
It's embarrassing. Honestly, I find it mad that, you know, multi-million-pound business, you've got a scouting department. How on earth you can't put a top 10 team together is beyond me.
It is when you think of the wages we pay. And you look
Any
at other...
Premier
You
League
look at
side
other...
should
No,
be
but
able
I'm
to
saying
put
you
a
look at
good-
other
yeah.
teams. Yeah, but if every Premier League team could do it, we
No,
wouldn't
but
be in the top 10.
no, and I get that, but what I mean is if you've got... They should be able to put at least exciting, decent teams together, and it's just madness. It's mad.
You've got to, though, haven't you? You've got to want to as well,
Yeah.
More.
you know.
Like I say, hopefully it's in
One more.
the process of...
And again, the switch
Go
is
on,
on.
whip it in.
Get bodies in
Yeah,
there.
there's not enough in there yet.
And I got so back in and cleared that time
Lucky.
by lovering out at the edge of the
Get out
box.
wide.
Have a
Got
go,
shoot,
lad.
innit?
well,
It's
touch
such
it
a
like that.
forward.
Heavy.
It's broke. It's got it back.
Out wide
Play
to
it,
the
play it
right.
again. Shot. And just play it on again. Maeda that time, I think. Oh, no, it wasn't Maeda. He should have just played a little 1-2 there, shouldn't he?
I took it now to the knee.
Two of them are down injured at the moment. Glenn Watson says, what would you like to do most in Japan, Ned? Go to the computer game district, go and see some real life samurai, watch a sumo contest, eat sushi at one of their famous fish markets. Well, he wouldn't do that because he doesn't like things he doesn't know. So that'd be out the way.
Yeah, I wouldn't do the sushi. I'm not a seafood lover.
I don't know.
Well, he's give you
I
some
wouldn't,
options.
I wouldn't go the sumo.
The computer game
I get
thing
roped in.
it does look really, really good. I've seen some people do that on YouTube where they just go to these like arcades and some of the games look amazing. And they got like these big machines. Probably go watch a footy game.
That wasn't one of the options.
That
was
wasn't
it?
an option. So you'd go to Japan just to watch a footy game?
I'd do all sorts.
I'd go and watch the samurai thing.
I'd go.
again.
Samurai would be interesting.
I'd
I wouldn't go
shopping.
sumo because I'd get roped in. They'd have me in a nappy before you know it.
Stop it.
I'd go see things. I'd go see buildings.
I wouldn't do the computer stuff because I'm not a lover of computer stuff.
I see that famous building.
You need
which,
to get into PS5. mate.
what's it called now?
You
That
do.
building with, like, the-
I'm just not a massive computer.
But
game.
they're like
I've
films
been.
and stuff now.
Yeah.
You need to get into you need to get like Red Dead Redemption 2 and that and get into that world.
Yeah, I
And
like
No,
films.
I-
now.
that'll
Yeah,
take
no,
you out
I-
of Everton, mate.
Yeah.
That'll take your stress away
Yeah.
playing. That's amazing.
They used to
It's
just
Yeah.
be, they just used to be like pastimes.
It's an
now they literally
amazing
are
game.
films.
Yeah.
like just being in a film. It's great. And you
Yeah.
just let yourself go.
But you're like,
You're on
forget
a
about
horse
it.
and all. That's amazing, mate, honestly. I look, all of that's brilliant. Absolutely
No, look,
brilliant.
I can get it. I do. I used to like Call of Duty and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
I don't know. Just
Call of
now, I
Duty's
don't know.
crap.
You get older, so you start going, can I
a
be
bit of
arsed
FIFA,
doing
like,
that? I'd
but-
rather watch this. Yeah, I play FIFA a lot. But if
Gaming's
you
got
get a
away
game
from
like
all
Red
that
Dead that you can
constant stuff.
think about and go, I want to
Yeah,
do
just
this.
forget everything.
And forget everything, it's
Yeah.
brilliant. Some of the other games are shite, obviously. Each to their own. but you know, we
Yeah.
think they're not great. But Lakes of Red Dead's incredible. When is America AOB? Well, it can't be till Ped's back, can it? So we do need to do it in the next couple of weeks. Probably have that round for like the Christmas event. Modric, good save.
We need to do our
Tremendous strike there. I think it was Luka Modric with the volley. What a brilliant save
We
that
need to do our footy skills challenge.
Broke up. There's the hit.
It's a good hit, good save.
Good save from the keeper. Watched it all away. Well, good play from Modric. That's
Great
a good
technique,
save.
that one by the Modric.
On the chest.
Oh, that's a good idea actually. Go and find some huge koi, Japanese koi, like butterfly koi and stuff. Because my dad's got huge koi, so try and find some like proper Japanese koi.
Okay. Fair
Lovely
play.
fish.
Fair play. Glenn says, Mike, did you have a Game Boy, SNES or a Sega Mega Drive when growing up?
Mega
Sega.
Drive.
Sega.
Sega Mega Drive, yeah. I used to have to blow in the cartridge.
Yeah. Get the dust off it. Look at this. Good hit. Good save from the goalie. Still 1-1. We've had an hour of, 63 minutes gone.
I was never into the handheld ones.
No.
Game Boys and all that, I never really...
I used to
it
set man into hospital when he had surgery and just be playing on it when I was waiting.
Yeah, well, that's the advantage of them things, isn't it?
I used to love playing them. And then I'd take me Where's Wally book, so when they put me to sleep, I used to go, where's Wally? And try and find him.
But you nearly put them to sleep, didn't you? As they were trying to put you to sleep.
Once, I think it might have been like second or third surgery. They had some woman putting it in, and it was like, I don't know, she couldn't find a vein for some reason. And I'd woke up with
Digging
different
away
spots around my thingy, around my hand. Like, bloody hell, I wish I asked for the gas.
What did you have surgery for, if you don't mind me asking?
I've had 6 on my neck. I've had 1 in my mouth, and that's it.
Have you? What for?
So the first one I had a lump out, and I had 5 more after that on the for the same thing, and then that one I had so all of my adult tooth came in except for 1, and then I had a scan and the adult tooth was up here going that way instead of that way, so they had to cut all the way up there.
Coming out your eye. Yeah.
They cut some of my nose bone out. I had a nosebleed for a long time.
How old were you?
That one I was about 16. That's why I've got gaps in my teeth there, see there?
Oh,
it's a bit gappy. Because they had to I had braces. Because they had to have teeth out so they get to this one to fill the space, so it's left gaps in my teeth.
Better than having teeth coming out your eyes though, isn't it?
Oh yeah, if it had gone any further, it ended up in my brain. I've never touched wood. Oh crap.
You've never touched wood?
Touched wood.
Pardon?
Touch wood. I've never broken a bone. I've had a lot of bad sprains. I thought I broke one last week. I got 2 stud marks, a big bruise on my ankle, swung a ball in, the fella came in late and went through my ankle. I thought I was gonna.
I've done my ankle and my nose.
You know what, Ned?
But I had really bad groin injuries and everything. Back, my knees, you know about my knee.
Chance again, edge of the box, shot comes in.
Completely gone. But I've never broken a bone.
I said
I'm playing
that.
footy tonight, so
I said that.
probably break
Right.
a bone tonight.
3 days before I broke my leg.
His knee, wasn't it?
No, my
his leg, yeah.
I said that 3 days before. Someone asked me, went, have you ever I was like, no, I've never broken anything.
Well, I'm playing
3
tonight.
days later, broken leg.
Oh,
Mondays
God.
and Thursdays I play.
Shot
so
comes in. Oh, header.
Oh,
maybe I shouldn't say
Come
that.
that's a good little header, that, wasn't it?
Budamar, is it? Budamir. That was a chance. Flash header, just wide.
Kevin says, enjoyed the Wayne Rooney part 1. Baz, you're very professional at this. Some interesting stuff came out of that interview. Kevin, get on
Thank you very much,
Premier
Kevin.
and watch part 2 if you enjoyed part 1.
Thank you very much, Kevin. Much appreciated. Croatia very close to taking the lead there. Okay.
Wonder who they scored.
Japanov.
Only come on for the World Cup song and you haven't sang
World
Hang
Cup.
on.
We've got it, haven't we?
Hang on.
Yeah, but we can't hear it.
World Cup, World Cup.
Yeah, we don't get to hear it, which is a bit rubbish. Hang on.
World
Hang on.
Cup.
We're not bothered about the people there, are we? I mean, we are, but Mike really wants to hear it in here, so you've ruined that there, Ned.
Hang on.
World
Cup.
Hang on.
You got it, haven't you?
No.
Yeah, but we can't hear it.
World Cup. World Cup.
Oh, it's like he's here.
Cup.
Yes.
World Cup.
Classic ped. No dog barking. No dog barking,
Wonder what I'll
Pedro.
be doing now.
No idea even what time it would be. What's
What
New
is
York?
it? He's 25 past
Dinner.
11 in the morning.
I'll be in bed.
He won't, he's out doing stuff.
No, surely he's going to be filling his time.
He's talking about
Be having a
it.
bagel about now, will he?
When's his birthday? On Thursday.
The 8th, whenever the 8th is.
Thursday. So that Thursday he'll be going to.
Going to John Lennon
John
thing,
Lennon
isn't he? Yeah. Thanks, Kevin Kraft. Thank you very much. Thomas says, so happy to play Red Dead 2 when I hear Baz and Ped talk about it so much. It's turned into one of my favourite games. Yeah, it's incredible. Honestly, mate, you need to.
I went
It's
home and
brilliant.
played it last week after our chat about it.
Right, it's absolutely brilliant. Paul says, frequents Goodison and he's never touched wood. It's about you. There you go. And the Blues says his guitar is rubber. Rondon the Legend says, Baz enjoyed the Rooney interview. He's a good lad, Wayne. Doesn't get the recognition he deserves. Best young player I've seen in the flesh. He was a tremendous footballer, mate. Absolutely tremendous footballer.
I'm so bad at Red Dead Redemption. Every town I've got like a $500 bounty on my head.
I've never played it, so
It's because you're even. You need, honestly, mate. I feel like you're not living your life fully.
Will it change it?
It'll change your life, especially when.
Do I need to wait till Father Christmas has been?
See, that's always good to go. I'll get it for Christmas because I've got like a little present I can get into.
Yeah.
But I also feel just right now when there's no Everton, it's a tremendous
No, but
time.
do we need the PS5?
Yeah.
So I need to wait till Father Christmas, Mike.
No, you can get it on
You can get it. Have you got PS4?
PS4.
No.
No.
Xbox
Okay, don't
One.
get it. Don't get it.
Xbox,
Xbox.
yeah.
Don't get it on the
Whatever it
Xbox
is.
One. Shite. Get on the PS5.
Yeah.
It's honestly, it's just, it's so big, the game, and there's so much you can do in it, and you can just go on and ride around the world. You don't even do anything.
Yeah.
It's tremendous. It's just a tremendous game.
I played
like the missions and the building
Good,
your
yeah.
camp up and all of the related. But honestly, it's brilliant. West, you have
So as soon as Everton have been beat by Wolves on Boxing Day, I can just bang
straight
it
on.
on.
Straight on, and you'll
I
be in
played
a
Red
different
Dead
world.
1 when I was your
We won't get
age.
beat by Wolves though, so it'll be even better when you put on Boxing Day night, having seen Everton demolish the Wolves.
Yeah.
You'll just be like, this day could not get any better. Just seeing Everton give a masterclass.
Yeah.
Won the game. I'm gonna have a bottle of beer and play Red Dead.
Excellent, yeah. And just forget
Three
about
lights on. Your missus will be asleep. You'll be playing Red Dead, going around going, howdy son. Hey boy, which is what he says to his horse.
Hey, boy.
Absolutely.
This is the last time you're going to see anyone.
Don't get Ned on the case about killing people again. Jesus
For God's
Christ.
sake, no. No Ned talk. Gee, terrified me last week.
What protection have you got in tomorrow?
John Blaine, I think. I know.
I'm not fully convinced he's not one to just pull out a gun if I'm being honest.
AFC for dinner.
Sorry, John.
No. They're after me.
They're after
I
me.
only shoot.
Chase me.
I only shoot.
Terrified.
I only shoot NPCs.
Thomas says, Mike, you'll get invested in it so much, the story and the gameplay. God
not
love
even
it.
I
just
feel
the
like
story,
I'm
it's
going
just
to have
like-
to, but
Mate, you can
just in case
you can just do things like go fishing, mate.
Or even
Yeah.
like
You can
even
just go
like
and do a bit of fishing and try and
outside
catch
of the-
these special fish.
outside of the main
Belter, mate,
mission.
honestly.
Outside of the
Honestly.
story, you can just go like say like for example the like there's just houses with like people in. They've got their own story.
Yeah.
So like there's one down south which I rob occasionally. I just go in and there's just this father and son and he just
It's not time.
every
to
time
make a change.
I rob him or beat them up.
Oh,
Every time I go back, they're a bit older.
Is it?
And then when
why'd you keep beating them up, Ned? Why have I
it's
just heard that
interesting
again?
just interesting
No, it isn't interesting to beat people up, Ned.
because you can rob.
No, Ned. But you give them Mike the wrong information.
You're an outlaw.
No,
It's your
you're not
job
an
to break
outlaw.
laws.
You're not an
You're
outlaw,
They're
really.
called the outlaws. The group.
Really,
a group
you
of
can be a
outlaws.
good. You can be a
The
good.
main story, you
outlaw.
rob banks and kill people.
You don't really. You don't have to
What?
kill people. You rob
You
banks.
do.
You
You have to
don't.
kill.
I like the idea
officers.
of this one game and two very different takes on it.
You have
It's
to
good.
you have to kill people. You have to kill Micah or you die.
All
He
in.
shoots you.
No, honestly, it's a brilliant game.
Yeah.
It's a brilliant game.
Why is it weird if you do the same stuff that you do in the story, but outside of the story? Just keeping the...
Because you're doing it for pleasure. In a storyline, you're doing it.
It's like saying, you know, the soldiers killing people in a war, but then carries on doing
In
that
the
just
street,
for a
it's
laugh
all
when
right.
you get
That's
home.
the same. It's the same. You just go around killing people because he was doing it in, you know, in a conflict. No, Ned. Very different.
The best thing
That's what separates you and me, mate. That's why we can never be friends.
That's
why we're not going to Japan.
The
Yeah, that's
best
why we're
thing
not
to
going
do
to Japan.
is hunting animals, like the legendary animals. There's this big 30, it's an albino 30-foot croc.
Yeah.
And it's just, when you find it, it goes like that, dead fast. And you just gotta go, bah, 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 shoot it, that loads of time, haven't you? Have you killed it?
I think you've killed it.
You have to, they are like, there's hunting things you have to, like, they're the big
Giant
targets,
grizzly bear,
giant
giant
wolves.
wolves.
Then you get stuff for it and all that.
Oh, crazy.
But Ned just goes around trying to kill things just for the hell of it. Kills big fish just for the hell of it.
No, like you gotta hunt, you gotta eat in the games. You gotta like set up camp, or you go really skinny. That's
I'll
another
have
thing
some
as well.
crisp and a
You get
couple of
skinny,
beers.
you get skinny, or you can gain weight as well. So I hunt rabbits.
Oh,
and cook
yeah,
them.
Mina, you've had a murder. The Japanese free kick.
Oh, he's got the full on Yeri Mina look at him.
Yeah, look at him.
Stare as well.
He's fuming. Thomas says also, I think truly we will never see another Wayne Rooney. I mean, you had to be some kind of player where the club had to get permission to get you out of school. Yeah. There won't be another Wayne Rooney. Unbelievable football.
Especially
You're not
when
allowed to play footy like that. We've had that discussion a million times.
I think the game's becoming less technically good, but there's more athletes.
That's just about athletes,
Become
isn't
more
it?
athletic.
If you're 6 foot and can run, you're a
So
Premier League footballer.
16-year-olds aren't going to be
No,
at that level.
not
are
a
they?
chance. Carla says, Ned, we're not all serial killers in the making.
It's just the game.
He might not be
Everybody,
one in the making. He might already be one. He's just not being found out yet.
everybody has fun in games.
Okay. Carla says, Ned, does the hunting make you hungry, like the Lion King death?
When you're cooking meat and eating it, that just makes me like. Even like watching Bear Grylls makes me hungry.
But what?
When he's like cooking something.
Just
and eats
watching
it,
Bear.
I just want to go and cook.
So
something
like
on a
Bears
fire.
on like Piers Morgan's
ma-
life stories, that'd make you hungry.
No, watching
Oh,
Bear
okay.
Grylls Born Survivor, like it makes me want to get like a barbecue on and cook some meat and just go meat.
Okay, listen, Ned. I'm not here to judge your... Well, I am. I'm going to judge you massively when you say things like when he dies in The Lion King, that makes you hungry.
That film makes me hungry.
A carcass
Filmed
makes
with
me
animals
hungry.
makes me hungry.
Okay.
The Blue says you can't progress without killing. That's true. You have to kill people to progress in the game.
What did I say before? As he says, but Ned takes pleasure in it.
I
Right?
don't.
As I
It
said
has to be done.
before. No, what did I say? It's part of the storyline.
Survival of the
It's
fittest.
literally what I said before. If only there was a way to rewind and see what I said before.
Oh yeah,
Which
but-
anyone could
but after
literally
the-
do
after,
right
after
now.
the game, there's no more missions.
So why'd you go and kill people then?
You gotta make money.
No, you haven't.
You two look as angry about this game as I do about
You
Everton.
gotta go after
So
bounties. I go after
I need-
bounties, mate.
No, it's a belter, Mike, honestly.
When you go after bounties, do you
I don't need to do
catch
the
them
bounties.
alive?
I don't
Really?
need to do
I love them, mate.
I catch them and tie them up and then take them back. I don't kill them.
Yeah, that's what I do.
No,
Rather
you don't,
than
because you've
bounties.
literally just said you've killed people.
Yeah, but you get more money if you take them back alive.
Yeah. So that's why you don't have a lot of money, because
Then
you
they-
just like to kill them.
Sometimes accidentally.
But in the real world, Baz, he might spare you because he might want the money.
no bounties on
I'm
our
not
heads.
being funny, mate. If you believe that, Mike, you're more naive than I give you credit for. He likes to kill. Look at him. Have you not learnt anything in the last few days when we've been talking?
Look, that's just why I'm still sat here.
I
to
just
be
like
honest.
to-
I want to get out of
I just
that.
like taking, because there's nothing to do on mine anymore because I've done everything. I just get bored, so I just go to a town and set the whole town on. I just go, right,
Why
come
not?
on then. And just set the whole town on. It's just fun. It's like, walking to the town going, and there's like,
Absolutely
30
petrifying, you are.
policemen trying to kill you, and you're just like,
We've had 76 minutes and
Oh, yeah, there's a game on,
23
isn't it?
seconds. It's 1-1.
Come on, it's
The
going to go
game,
to pens, this.
the
Come
last
on.
15 minutes have been a bit crap.
I must admit, I haven't
Oh, it's
watched
a
it. I've
bad
been
ball,
worried for my
though.
life.
Oh, it's a stray pass.
Play him in.
It's coming for it's Perisic.
oh,
Just wide. Good
should have
hit.
held it and let the player overlap.
It's a good hit.
Is it corner?
It's a corner to Croatia. Stray ball there and Perisic was onto it. Good pace, one way then the other, and then pops it with his left foot. Deflects wide to corner. running at Tomiyasu. Yeah.
Oh, a little touch,
it's an
nearly puts it
important
in,
touch. Important touch. Emmy says, Emmy1G says, is Kamada mobile enough for the Premier League? So
Where's he playing now?
He's in the Bundesliga. He had a really good opening start of the season. I don't know. He does seem mobile. Very creative.
He's good on the ball. Sometimes if you...
Knock square, an important challenge. What
Sometimes if you're not the most
Big
mobile.
question, is he more mobile than Dwight McNeil?
He is more mobile than Dwight McNeil.
But we seem like players were like...
The Blues says, Ned, come on, mate. You're digging yourself a bigger hole here.
No,
As long as he's not digging one for us.
everybody my age.
Actually, he was like that before when you were looking. He was going like that, measuring me as I was sat here.
Getting the back.
Everybody my age
looking at his
likes
spade.
having a bit of fun on Red Dead Redemption and just being an outlaw. It's fun.
Thomas says...
touching wood, you're all right.
Thomas says Toffee TV Toffee TV Premier is better than a Netflix subscription. It's just daily top quality videos for less price. Must be insane not to get it. Best choice of money, to be honest. Well, thank you very much, Thomas, for that glowing endorsements. Much appreciated, mate.
I spent more on...
If you're here though and you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, just give it a little subscribe. Much appreciated.
Premier costs.
You're telling me?
I spent more on a pint on Friday night. Actually, no, I didn't. I got it for free, but that pint would have cost...
Yeah, despite, it's irrelevant.
That would have cost more than what Premier costs. So
I'll be honest, I don't even know how much it costs.
what is the
A pint's about
quality,
£6.
isn't it?
No, I mean Premier.
Oh, Premier.
That's how good it is, don't really bother.
£3 or something, isn't it? £3.10 or something a month. Carla says maybe he wants to dig a big hole. That's where he puts the bodies.
It is definitely where he puts the bodies.
Definitely. And Rondon the Legend says everyone is more mobile than McNeil.
Didn't want to say.
No, I
I was
mean,
going to say...
Yeah, Rondon's not.
he looked quite mobile against Palace
That
when he went on that
Kamada
run, though, didn't he?
seems really, really good on the ball, and sometimes, like, we look at players like Sigurdsson, who wasn't the most mobile, but really good on the ball, and they make up for it. So you're technically... Rodriguez wasn't fast or mobile or rapid, and he played on the right wing, but it's because he was...
No, you get this profile, don't you, where it has to be this and that, and McNeil...
As long as you've got legs everywhere else,
Yeah,
you can get
McNeil
it.
just needs to have more
If
creativity.
McNeil scored 7 or 8 goals, you'd be going sound. He'll get the goals. It's just he's not a prolific goal scorer. Free kick to Japan out to the edge of the box. Ball back into lovely little
great
ball.
ball.
Great ten.
Oh,
Squared
shoot.
it instead of shooting. Oh, what a chance.
Do you know what though? I think he was right to pull it
Oh,
back.
Tomiyasu should have hit it with his left foot.
I thought he was right to pull it back, but there's no one there.
That blasted
Not when
goal.
you're free of the last defender, mate.
Blasted that goal.
That
the
other
keeper
corner
saved.
I
there
wanna
was
see that
Gacom.
again.
Switch. Oh, that's a chance now.
Oh, it was an opportunity. Japan still have it into the edge of the box.
Oh.
What happened there? Oh.
Yeah, see it again.
Ball in. It's cleared. It's played into Tomiyasu. Dropped the shoulder. I thought he might have been caught. Look at that.
Shoot there.
Oh, I don't know. It's tight.
And if he played it, if it did go to someone,
Season
it'd have been behind him.
I still feel like he should have gone
Yeah.
on one
Not
more
rugby
step.
league, Tom
Yeah, maybe he
Yasu.
took another step on there.
That was a chance. Kevin Kraft has put a hole in the comments and put Fournette. There you go. Thomas says, no worries, Baz. I've been subscribed for 4 years and I came a Premier member for the Spirit of the Blues documentary, not looked back since. Thank you very much, Thomas. Much appreciated, mate, really, truly. Oh, Japan almost through again. We've gone into the 80 minutes, 40 seconds gone. Japan seems to have just upped it a little bit. The referee's given.
I'm presuming it's just normal, standard extra time. No.
It is, yeah.
Stupid
If it
rules
goes
or
there,
anything.
if it goes there, you never know with this. This game has swung up and down, really, hasn't it?
A draw feels fair, to be fair. Fair to be fair.
Fair to be fair. We're at now 71,204 subscribers, so thank you very much.
Oh, boss.
Much appreciated. Lots of people hitting the like button
Gotta
as well.
get to 100,000. Get everyone you know on it.
Oh,
Get to
100k. 100,000 would be the
They get a
dream.
little plaque then.
It'd be the dream. And when you see some of the other channels that have got 100,000, you think, come on.
Yeah, exactly.
Come on.
Just create a few accounts and like them. Job done.
Job done. We've had 81 minutes, 30 seconds coming up, and it is still 1 each. Long ball from the Japanese keeper into
Offside.
Croatia. Oh, are you off there from a... Oh, you shouldn't be off there from a goalkeeper, should you?
No, pour that in it.
Time you run, lad. Not from a goal out of the keeper's hands. Lots of people, lots of you hitting the like button as well. Thank you. Get your points of view and your questions in. World Cup, any footballer, any team. let us know where you... Hang on. No, not. We'll do that in a minute. Because I am just going to... You know what I really need? A cup of tea. My throat is so dry.
Yeah, go on, Ned.
Ned, you go and make us a nice cup of tea, you beautiful man.
Oh, what a
And
legend.
get yourself a hot chocolate while you're there. You haven't had one
He's
of them
only going
today.
to get it where he finds his shovel.
Drop something in it for you.
I'd go and do it, Ned, if I knew how to.
Don't drop anything in my tea.
One sugar.
Oh, no, not in my tea.
not in
No,
your tea.
no sugar in my tea.
That's Paige made that mistake.
Paige did make that mistake. She said, you always have
Paige-
sugar in your tea. I said,
Paige
no, that's why I don't let you make
Paige.
your tea.
Paige said to me,
You've been too nice to tell her.
Paige turned to me and went, I thought Baz always had sugar in his tea.
I don't let her make me tea. She makes me coffee. I'm very selective at who makes me a
You
cup
having
of
a
tea.
tea now?
I'd like a tea, and I'm giving you
Have you got your mug?
anyone who knows me will be like, hang on, he's put huge trust in Ned there, because I don't let people make me tea, because it has to
Yeah,
be
but I
very
make a good
specific.
tea.
No, you do. It's basically that colour, but rinse that through, because that's
Yeah,
a
that's a
coffee.
coffee,
Give that a little...
Can I have a coffee? Same
Thank
as
you
that.
very much, Ned.
Please, no sugar.
There's Americanos are out there, right?
Where's the-
Yeah,
Thanks.
they're already out there. They should be in. You got it.
Right, 7 minutes, come on.
7 minutes. Is there going to be a winner, or is Mike getting his wish for extra time and
I
penalty?
just like pens. Do you like pens?
Yeah,
I love a pen.
I
too.
do when
Yeah,
when it's
you're not
nothing to
at
do
your
with me.
desk. Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
If it was Everton or...
I'm not bothered if it's
No,
England, but
I wasn't
just not
I hate
Everton.
it when it goes to extra time and someone wins and it's like, what a waste
Yeah,
of time.
exactly. Yeah, I totally
Especially
agree,
when it's like, they scoring about the 118th minute, you're like,
Yeah.
nah, mate. You should have just done gone
Yeah,
and
it's just-
entertained everyone with
Exactly.
penalties.
Go to penalties and do the honourable thing.
But it's 1-1 here. Luka Modric comes inside onto the left foot, just outside the Japanese penalty area.
This is a controversial statement here, but do you
It's
reckon they should just bin extra time off?
Oh,
Just go straight to
like they
pens?
do in the...
Is that yours?
No, mate, that one is mine, yeah.
Jeez, man, just go
Well,
straight
in
to
the
pens.
FA Cup and that's what they've done now, haven't they?
I like
The extra
that, though.
time's gone.
Do you?
Carabao Cup. I don't... No, I'm going to say no, and I'll tell you why I'll say no from an Everton perspective, because we're crap at pens. So the half an hour,
I
you
want
think.
it to- yeah.
But in normal football, then yeah, you may as well do away with the extra time. You're not trying to...
Because a lot of the time,
Great header there. Japan coming forward over on the right-hand side. There'll be a corner if that runs. He's running to the... No, you're not strong enough there. Play it off his shins and get a corner. Croatian goal kick. I think maybe. It's like the Wrexham doc, isn't it? And Ryan Reynolds at the end of that.
Yeah.
And he goes, it's 4-4. And then they go to another half an hour. And he's like,
He's like, yeah, he's like,
people
what?
trying to kill people in this sport. Not only players, but fans as well.
Yeah.
And maybe it would be better just going, it's 90 minutes and then it's a penalty shootout.
I don't know. I don't know why. I just think
Do we think, though, with that, that's a... That's Japanese.
I just like watching pens.
Do we
I'll be
think...
honest.
No.
It's
But
obviously
do we
better to
think that
finish it in-
teams would just go, you know what, I'm settling for pens here with 10 minutes left?
But I feel like they do an extra time, so you can get an half an hour of just waiting.
Of just waiting. Yeah.
And normally, if there's a winner, it's through a mistake, isn't it?
Yeah.
As opposed to anyone. It's
Maybe, mate,
Don't
maybe.
know.
We're talking about players playing too much football, aren't we? We're talking
Yeah.
about flogging players, so maybe
It's
it
like
would be
these-
better just go 90 minutes and pens.
Yeah. I don't know. I think
Let us know what you think in the
Yeah, I
comments.
just like
Should it
watching a
just
penalty
go
shootout.
straight to penalties, or what? I don't know. Where are we? Where are we? They come forward again here. It's over on the left. The ball's whipped in by
Chance.
Perisic. It's a header.
Oh, wide.
Skate
Wide.
just
Had
wide.
a couple of chances with
In
that.
the end,
back
4 or
post.
5 yards wide. Nikola Vlasic was that?
Is he? Is he come up?
No, it might not have been. Just
He looked tall for Vlasic.
Yeah, he looked a little bit too big
Does
and
look
clean
like him, though.
shaven. He had a little look at the Vlasic.
No, I
that's
think
not
it's
Vlasic.
got to be too tall, hasn't it?
Had the little look of him, though, didn't he? Perisic with the ball in with that left peg. No, it wasn't Vlasic. He had the look of him, though, didn't he? But he's headed it.
Being Croatian.
Good 3. Well, yeah, that does do it. Tends to do it. The Blues says 100k. His goal is 100k. The dream is 1 million. Well said. I mean, 1 million's quite
Millions
optimistic.
pushing it.
But then again, if we done general football all the time, 1 million would become reachable, because a lot of YouTube streamers, especially ones who do like Champions League games,
Yeah.
their views are berserk.
What would your take be on doing watch-alongs for Everton away games?
What do you mean?
So when Everton are playing away, would you
Would I do
you ever
watch-alongs?
do
No, I hate
watch-alongs?
watch-alongs. I love this because I'm not invested in it.
Yeah.
Like Everton, we've done watch-alongs in COVID, and I hate them.
Would you come across as a balloon, would you? Because you'd just be like...
I'd be fuming, mate. I'd literally be so stressed. And I can't enjoy the game.
Well, you can't enjoy it anyway, it's Everton, isn't it?
No, I know, but I like
Ned.
to watch.
Thank you very much.
When I'm watching Everton,
Cyanide.
I know, yeah. He's put cyanide in it, he
wouldn't
just
surprise
said.
me. When
I'll
I'm
be in
watching
that hole.
Everton, I have to watch everything. What's going on tactically, where we are, what we're doing. I can't do that.
No,
if I'm
I
doing what's on.
get that. It was more just...
I'm like a baby. I'll just be fucking fuming and throwing things.
So from a... Take the actual... the doing it. Would it get more views?
Yeah.
Would it? Yeah.
Because it get loads of views from fans who aren't Evertonians who
Buzzing off you when they
are
score
looking for
against
when
them,
we concede and all of that stuff. That's why Arsenal Fan TV went as big as it did.
Yeah.
Because they just had people on spouting like
well,
Jack.
Balloons,
But when they were losing.
See, for me, I don't reckon... Like, I've liked watching the watch-alongs for this. Like I say, because most of the time, obviously, you're in work while they're on. But I don't think I'd watch it, if I was watching a game myself, I'll be honest.
Why would you? Some people love them. Some people, and especially people who are abroad or, from all over the world,
to the balloons on the commentary.
will go like, A, it's better having yous on the commentary. B, I feel like I can watch the game with someone else, so I'm not just watching it on my own.
Yeah.
I understand that.
I suppose
aspect
it's
of
good
it.
getting the comments in as well.
The Redmen do a watch on every single game, and
Do
they get hundreds of thousands for it.
Yeah.
But Liverpool are big worldwide as well, but then they get so many things.
Do you know what? I suppose because, like, when I'm watching it...
Thank you, mate. Perfect. Not perfect.
When I'm watching...
Thanks, mate.
Watching an away game,
yeah,
I'm always on then Twitter just putting my rant on. No, you just want to get your rant out, or maybe... Yeah, maybe
So
actually I
maybe
would have it
do
on
it
the
that
background
way,
and put messages on.
Yeah. I think for us as well, I think what this has taught me is I do like talking about other football. So maybe what we might do, and I suppose people can do it in the comments, put in the comments, whatever, would be, are people interested in us doing a live show a couple of times a week just on general footy and just what's going on around the world of football? Not Everton specific. Still, if you're in the comments, he's offside surely. If you're in the comments, we can talk about Everton as well, but us having like a poor challenge referee, us having
Yellow.
the way we've got the footy show channel, but we don't really do.
Just to interrupt, what are we going for injury time?
I'm going
How much
for
we going
5
for, Ned?
minutes. That's not a good
I'm
tackle,
going
referee.
6.
6, okay.
What are you going for, Ned?
Come on, Ned.
4.
4, all right. So whether we do that, you know what I mean, a couple of times a week, a general footy live stream like this, not necessarily to watch stuff. I mean, I would have. We could watch Champions League games every now and again, and do something like this, but certainly have a show, a live stream where we're talking about general footy. Whether people would be interested, I don't know. I think it was 4 minutes. Ned was right.
4, spot on, yeah.
Well done.
Thank you. I calculated it.
Rather than it just always being Everton focused, just general footy, because we all like football.
I think it'd be interesting to see what everyone else thinks. I think this has been just therapeutic for every Evertonian, isn't it? There isn't a single Evertonian I've spoken to, and I know this. I don't want to come across any, but there's not one who's missed Everton at all.
Sad really, innit?
I think everyone needed the break.
I'm
Ref, you are having a mate.
I think if you had like something else going on whilst the season and Everton's still going on, will people...
Yeah, but it's in the week though, isn't it? So
if
we've got a live...
It's all week, done it?
Yeah, but that...
Might help take it away.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
so if we had twice a week, say, I don't know, for argument's sake, on a Tuesday and say it's a Friday, for argument's sake. I'm just thinking.
Yeah.
At 3 o'clock, we were live on YouTube doing the footy show, the football show, the whatever. And we were looking beforehand and we're right, we're going to pick this, what's going on in the world of football, have a chat about it, take comments and all that. It might be games that have gone on in the week and go, the Champions League game the other night, what a goal that was.
Could have Italy, Spain, Germany and France.
And any European competition.
But after pick 2 of those leagues each day
Something like
to sort
that,
of have a roundup of what's happened in those leagues.
Or do that with some stories.
Players.
People could put comments in. You could have a chat about it just twice a week. And it's for anyone then, isn't it? It's not just Evertonians then. And you're getting the views of You know, I don't know. People might just be sat there going, you know what, I'm bored, I'll watch this for an hour and see what the lads are talking about, and it can be anything. And I think, for me, there feels like the scope for that for us. Lots of people have general football channels and do very well with them.
Yeah.
No, we have enough people who come in as guests as well who've got opinions about lots of things in footy, so why not? Might mix it up. Maybe we'll do something like that.
Yeah.
Just for, and then if you are fed up with Everton all week, if you're going, Everton do my fucking head in.
I'll be honest as
But
well.
I wouldn't mind talking about Cristiano's situation, or I wouldn't mind talking about what's going on in Germany, you know.
Yeah.
Or Salzburg in Austria. What about them? How can they have so many good players? And we could have a chat about that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments.
I think
People
it'd be
interested in that? I don't know.
I think it'd be good, like you say, because I think sometimes, like you say, keep contradicting myself, but that's the thing, that fume just lasts all week, doesn't it? And if you can just...
If you've got something different to think about, you might enjoy that. Having a chat about other footy. You could be in, and I could go, might come in for this if you can get in. We'll do this show, and we'll do a bit on grassroots footy. You're heavily involved, and also you've been watching Marine and all that. So you've got loads to say on grassroots football. Have a chat about that. How can it get better? Japan are on the break. We're in the final minute of the 4 allotted minutes.
Yeah, last chance.
Can they get one ball into the box? We've forced all the way back to the halfway line. It's been the second half hasn't been as good as the first, but both have had opportunities in this half. Japan's still building. Little Brana, that Modric cutting it out. It's a Japanese throw-in. Got about 25 seconds left.
What you do though, innit?
Minamino.
You need to, don't you?
Former Liverpool player, of course. It's gone short. What did he do? For me, it's get a shot away, otherwise it is penalties. The box is loaded. They've switched the play. Tomiyasu out wide. It's got to
like
come in.
It's like the shot clock in it, though. Don't get it in too soon with it. Can break on you.
It's gone. The referee blows, and we are into another half an hour. So there you go. It's ended 1 each.
Good.
Second half wasn't as good as the first, I'm not going to lie, but the game is ongoing. Let's go through some of the comments. Thomas Mathew says, at least I could do. Toffee TV has expanded my football knowledge. Thank you very much. Scoey says, was November one of your best months on the YouTube subscriber-wise? Because, wow, it seems to have gone up loads. Yeah, it has been.
Other than
the World Cup.
Other than Rodriguez.
Thank you very much. Your match clock is way off, lads. Ned'll try and fix that. Michael says that.
But it's gone off now anyway.
Yeah.
Extra time.
Oh, of course, yeah.
So what we'll do, I have to stop it at 15. And then turn it off at 15 and then turn it back on. So
Yeah.
we'll
Do you know what? I'm going to go and have a quick...
Go on, mate. You've got 5 or 6
I'm
minutes.
going to go in.
Thomas says also, I feel like if you were an Everton channel, you'd have more subs because these watch-alongs have been amazing to talk about anything apart from footy. Cheers, Thomas. Rondon the Legend says Croatia to win on penalties. Paul Finchman says Rising Sun.
Do you know on the back of that? Just, I know they can't hear me, but anyone that wants that stuff, I love them 1878s. They're brilliant.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Mike's just saying check out the 1878 FM podcast because that's lots of talk, bit of footy and a bit of general nonsense. So if you're interested in just a little bit they normally have a laugh. We do it with Dave Vitti and Andy Bush, and they are normally quite entertaining. There's lots of different subjects, but check that out. Carla says extra time is way more entertaining, especially with games like this. Pens make me nervous, even if I'm not invested, which is a bit weird. Now I know what sometimes you do get a bit nervous, but it's weird.
It's when a player misses it and you're like, oh, you idiot, and it's like, actually, I don't care.
The Blues it makes a really good point. Pens are fun, but the side and trophies on it is ridiculous for me. How would you do it though? Would you
It is what it is.
What would you do? Would you go to replays? That's hard, isn't it? Especially if it's European
I wouldn't
trophies.
do a replay.
So what would you do? Would you do?
No, penalty. It is what it is. You're matched after 120 minutes.
Yeah.
Penalties, and because it's not like penalties are like some stupid thing where anyone could win it.
I mean,
it is. You're both. I don't know, because penalties, they're a lot harder than, especially against a professional goalkeeper. They're a lot harder than.
But they're professional players who were kicking the ball.
Yeah, I know a lot of them still miss them all the time.
Of course they do. Michael says, when was the last time Everton made it through to a penalty shootout? We've had them in cups and that, mate, haven't we?
Quick QPR last season was our last penalty shootout.
QPR last season
we lost 8-7.
Yeah, went out on a penalty shootout last season.
I don't think Begovic saved a
Didn't
single
save one,
did he?
no. The Blues says dream big, innit? What's the point of dreams, isn't it? I dream of Everton winning trophy, but it's unlikely. It is, you're right, mate, you are right. To be honest,
It's just
100,000 was like, that felt like, you know, a huge thing, and it was like, I would, you know, 100,000 seems a crazy number, and now we're less than, I know it's still miles away, saying we're less than 30,000 away from it, which is still huge, by the way, but...
When I started here, 50,000 seemed miles away. We were on 30,000.
30 odd we were on.
And now we're on 70.
I watch quite a lot of YouTube stuff, and you see some other channels. You only need that tiny little bit of traction, and suddenly you can just snowballs.
It just bumps. It bumps. I'd rather, yeah. I've seen loads, and some are excellent and deserve what they've got.
Thing everyone needs to do.
Others are just crazy, and you go, has this got so much? The quality's not very good. It's dead samey, and they've got loads, and you're going, wow, fair play to them, like. But it's hard with a niche. If we were a football only channel, I think the variety we could produce would get lots and lots of numbers. It would. Everton's not a global football. If we were as big as Liverpool, Arsenal, United, we'd have hundreds of thousands. Yeah, of course. Wouldn't we? Where are we?
100,000 by the end of next year. This time next Christmas.
Maybe.
Come on.
We could have, listen, the
share it with your
the
mates,
way
not
the
on
World Cup's going, we could have easily 76,000 by the time this finishes. And that's huge for us, really.
Yeah.
You know? So that'd be incredible for them. I mean, we're at 71 and 71,250 or something like that. By the time this game finishes, who knows, we might be at 71,350.
The thing with it, and what, like I say, from watching all the YouTube stuff, is you do realise, obviously, the more subs channels get, the more they can then put back in.
That's it.
Into it.
That's the biggest thing for us. It's like, you know, being able to pay the bills is a big thing in here, the studio, and when we were able to do that, and obviously, Premier members help with the whole thing. You know, it's not just Premier videos. Because of them, we're able to do more with YouTube. More subscribers means you get eyes on you a bit more. Sometimes that might be someone wants to sponsor you for a month, and then that pays our bill for the studio for the month and things like that. You can put more back in and make higher quality stuff. That's what you're trying to do. You know, the biggest thing I'm proud of is we started this just as because there was nothing for Evertonians. There was nothing. We did get ignored on any TV channel. It was started with, it just gives, and it isn't for everyone, and I get that. The bit I don't get is why, when people don't like it, why sometimes they're abusive with it. If I don't like it, I know you tell me all the time, ignore it, the knobheads. I know, and yeah, you're right. But
you've almost got to take that as a compliment.
No, you do. No, you're right. You do have to take it. And it's just sometimes with my mental health, it's not it doesn't help. But the big thing that I'm proud of is we've created employment for 3 people now.
Yeah.
And that's the biggest thing that I'm proud of. And all the help, you've been a Premier member for years, and the appreciation we have for that is incredible. And you've played your part in that. Thomas, Carla, all of the people who were in the chat, Luke, Cantos, you know, people who are part of Premier have all paid for that, to be able to create a situation where we've got 3 members of staff. We'd love to have 4, so that we could do more stuff and make more content and all of that. So that's what we're building towards, and then trying to put it back into the channel, which creates better content for people. And that's the thing. And it's literally try to do things what people want. You know, what you're interested in this. That's why I'll say on Premier sometimes, what do people think we should be doing?
Yeah,
so just throw it out there and go, come up with something you'd like, and if it's practical, we'll try to do it. And that's the thing, isn't it? And people have, you know, look at
like the Premier nights and stuff like that.
The Premier nights have been great to just meet people. Love it. Look at things like Japan corner near post wide. You know, people like the Piff. You know, Andy, whose profile's gone up a bit from being on here.
Oh, you see when he's on,
he's really,
everyone gets engaged.
People like it, but what I'm saying is he come in and he was able to build his career off being on this as well. The stuff he did on it. So that gives me huge pride. I'm always saying to him, I'm made up with the things you've done. Ned coming in and working hard and getting a first class degree from doing stuff here and all the hard work he puts in. You see in his head, he's still bits he needs to improve on, like, you know. He's a bit
like
lazy.
Not murdering
He's
people.
a bit lazy and not murdering. But seeing his progression is really good.
The thing of the uni thing is, I got a degree in something that, so it's an audio degree,
Yeah.
audio course, so you get marks on an audio deliverable.
Yeah.
But I did something not related to the course. I did a documentary,
Yeah.
which is in video, so I got marks on video deliverable. Now, someone on the audio deliverable course, I've never been marked on a video deliverable before.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense. It's like me going doing a gymnastics course, but writing a book instead and getting marks on me English literature. It doesn't make sense. And I did it anyway, because I'm how much I learned from here, and I wanted to show the different skills I've got. And I got a first for it, which is, hadn't been done, I wouldn't have got that. And there's no saying, I probably could have got a first doing audio as well, but how many people have done that before?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, it's brilliant, isn't it? Because it's just
And
enhancing
Paige
your
now,
skill
you know,
set, isn't it?
Paige come in as an intern. There's a chance for Japan. It's
Now
clear.
she's teaching me.
Now she's doing a bit of a teaching course, but she's still coming in because it's benefiting her teaching course by being here, doing the stuff she's doing here. She's taking into that. So all of that stuff's brilliant, and that's been a huge thing. And I love having the likes of you coming in. I love it with other people. It was never ever meant to be me and Ped.
Yeah.
It was meant to be me and Ped to start it, and then it was like get people in all the time because I love chatting. Me and Ped have had the same conversation for freaking 10 years. Do you know what I mean? So I want to hear different people's points of view.
Yeah.
And that's why I love having people in. And, you know, it's obviously, it's difficult for people to get in. It's work time, I understand it and all that. But the more people we get in, the better guests we get in.
Yeah, and just,
It's
like
a
you say,
big
good with
thing for
different
everybody
opinions,
to
isn't
be
it?
part
That's
of.
why the,
These watch-alongs have been great because look at all the people we can interact with as well.
Yeah.
I love all that. Do you know what I mean? If people are respectful, I don't care if people go, I disagree with you. It's not about me being right. Some people have this thing of like, you think you've got to be, not with me, but just in general, people think they've got to be that. I love it when people go, nah, well, what about this?
Because it does make you think different. You think,
I love it.
Actually, I haven't thought of that. You're
I
right,
love it.
or no, it's good.
That's why the Premier Podcast is good. We do it every week. We have just get Premier members because it's a show for them. You should come on it, by the way, soon. Hearing different people's opinions, and the fact now we've got like we got Mathew Barry from Wales, so we had him talking about like his perspective of the Wales team, being a Wales fan last week. You can get Americans on it who are Premier members to talk about you know, how USA done the World Cup. It's just interesting there and some different people.
No, it is. It's good.
About
like you say, stuff like that just shows you with the channel. You obviously got Steve doing that, which is really good. And then it just breaks it all up in little. Like I say, I've 1878. I absolutely just anyone else and listen to them. They're just the comedy gold. They're amazing. Just the four of you. And in particular the three of you, because obviously Andy's missing more often than Calvert.
He's on it tomorrow.
The chemistry between you is just brilliant.
We do have a good lab. We're trying to. And Andy mentioned it actually. What we might do is we might actually do one live.
Oh, okay, yeah.
In Murphy's.
Right, yeah.
So almost like a premiere night.
Yeah.
But we'll do the pod live on stage. So
and I can
you can do the other bit. So it'll be funny because what we'll do is we'll get topics and then we can have a chat before, and then obviously we can just all have a pint together and everyone can meet the lads as well.
Could you have it getting streamed live? Because that would be funny.
It's only
because you could get some comments in as well.
Yeah, but what I might do, that might be a little bit too thing. But what we could do is for questions. We could have the subjects already done and ask our Premier members for questions or for subjects or or a point of view, and we might do it that way because I think that'd be a good laugh as a Premier night. Us for doing that live.
Honestly, I think they're brilliant, mate.
And then
I like the fact that 90% of it's not about Everton.
Yeah, it's tremendous.
It's brilliant. You always try and pull it back.
Well, because I'm conscious that it's called the 1878, so it should have Everton. Content in it.
It's got just enough Everton
but there's enough. There's enough, but there's always got to be.
I'm going to go get
changed. You've got to go, haven't you?
Footy, so time's on that, so at 50 minutes, just click, turn that off.
Don't give me too many things to do, Ned.
That's all you got to do at 15 minutes, just take that off so it doesn't carry on match clock, and then when the second half kicks back on,
just press it again.
And then after 15 minutes,
just press it again, okay?
You know, all the scores.
Yeah, but how am I ending the stream? That's the most important thing.
Back. Stop.
Okay,
this is what a first degree gets you.
So that's the home screen.
Yeah.
Live streams. You're in here. with the
You
time
give
sources.
me 6 buttons to press. Just
That's
give
it.
me 2.
All you need to do is turn that on.
Yeah, no,
on and
I
off,
understand the match clock.
And then
There's no
at the
issue with
end-
that. Back to that,
Back and stop.
and then stop. Okay.
Yeah.
Not a
and
lot's
that's it.
happened in
Yeah.
this extra
And what
time so
about
far.
all
You
that-
have
that
Vlasic
stuff?
just coming on.
So don't worry about all this. That's your
Everton.
standby and your
Yeah.
audio, but you're staying
whether he
on
can
that.
make
Yeah,
an
I'm
impact.
staying on
So all you
till
need to
half
do is click stop.
And then we've
And
got
that will go up
Modric
already.
lookalike.
All right.
We'll just
Come on
stand
out.
by.
Okay.
But
So
you're in there
that's
for
the
now.
match
That's
clock,
the time.
And
Yeah.
then the top arrow.
Right.
Go ahead, you go and
Right,
get
I
yourself
love
ready.
yous and leave you.
Modric.
Right,
Going off.
top man going into your footy.
Modric going
Not
off.
Luka Modric going off. Nikola
Vlasic coming
Vlasic,
on
former
and-
Everton player.
Lookalike.
I'll let you know
Don't-
if I break a
I know,
leg tonight.
don't.
Don't say it, mate, I'm telling
Just
you.
don't. Kovacic going off as well.
Kevin Kraft says, Baz, do you prefer football before the Premier League era or during the Premier League era? Before is the truth, because it was purer. The Premier League has been good, don't get me wrong, but I if I had to say what do I prefer, I would prefer it before because it was purer. But it has been good during the Premier League era. We've seen some tremendous football teams as well. Glenn says I'd like a watch-along of Mike playing Red Dead Redemption 2 while talking to Baz about footy. Like carpool karaoke or comedians in cars. But with more Everton discussion. Carla says if people got on Premier, which they should, they get the general football chat as you do general football chat one day a week.
Buddy.
Well done, Carla.
See you later, mate.
See you, Ned. Have a good one, mate. Don't get injured. Japan on the attack. That's a waste.
See you later.
All right,
later,
see
fella.
you, mate. We've had 9 minutes of this one. It's still 1-1 in the
Nothing's
first
happened,
half.
innit?
Nothing's
This is why
happened.
this is my point of straight to pens.
Yeah, we're talking about pens and we're talking about other stuff. The Blue says absolutely Baz, nothing to lose if you have the schedule. Jesse says I like that idea. Cheers, Jesse. Rondon the Legend says 1878 podcast is a good one. True. Basic Trig says don't listen to the 1878 podcast when you're on a dog walk, as you look like a proper weirdo when you just start laughing
out loud.
Fair play. Thomas says Japan has been the team I've been most impressed by. They haven't let any big teams or teams that have gone further than them walk all over them. No, they haven't, have they, at all?
They've not given anyone any undue
Almost
respect.
respect, yeah. They've just done the jobs, haven't they? Let it go out for a throw and that's all right. Come nowhere. Perisic going for the long throw option there, isn't he? Carla says I agree with the 1878 FM podcast. Seeing Dave get progressively more annoyed every time Andy isn't there.
Brilliant.
It's funny.
It's brilliant. He's class. I like Dave.
Dave Vittie's hilarious, mate.
He's
So
class.
dry.
He is so
He's
dry.
so dry.
He's so dry.
And Andy Bush is funny. Andy Bush has got voice as smooth as silk.
Oh,
Chance. Perisic, great block. Out again, another
Good
great
block.
block. The Japanese gone full Everton at Southampton earlier in the season when the world seemed a nicer place. Where are we? The Blue says 100k is huge, but it's a guarantee down the line. Thank you very much, mate. Your input and chat has been excellent over this World Cup watch along, so thank you. Dragon Zikic Bot says hi. Hello, Dragon. Let's just jumped. Eugene says Everton likely closing in on a vital new deal after the Everton's new stadium presentation. Okay, that's a story. Ball comes in, that's a push in the back, and he's just bought that foul for £1.36. The Blue says anyone giving abuse over a YouTube channel, I pity them. They must have a rough life to be that sad.
Oh, it is. People are just like that.
People are
aren't they?
just, listen, people want to hate, don't they? Someone called me a celebrity wannabe or something for interviewing Wayne Rooney. So, what can you say to that? You just have to go, okay, you don't know anything about me. Anyone who puts that line in with my name is berserk. I'm a lad who has got an Everton channel. I just do this to try to make good stuff for people, and I go home to my family, and that's it. I don't court anything. I don't go out. I'm not huge over social media. I just live my life. You
Yeah.
know me.
You try and stay off that
You
social
know me.
media,
I
don't
stay
you?
away from it. I go
Yeah.
home and I'm with my family, and that's
Oh,
it.
look,
I've got.
like I said, I just take
No.
it as a compliment.
No, I know. You
if
know
you
what,
were
people-
irrelevant, people wouldn't even mention it. It's the fact
Yeah.
that you bring in good content.
People don't like it, do they?
And the people that you're bringing it for appreciate it, and the others, they're just going to be what
The
they're
rest
gonna
don't
be,
matter,
aren't
innit?
they don't, and you know,
Those
don't
that
get me wrong,
understand
there's-
need no
There's
explanation.
loads of stuff out there, other Everton stuff that's out there that I'm not a particular lover of, but I would, you know, but fair play to them and good on them because people do like it.
And would you give them abuse?
No, that's what I can't comprehend it. And
Oh, that's a bad back pass. Oh. Clear it, keep it, clear it.
she gets a pens or what pens?
You've made me want pens now and I didn't.
So no, look, like I say, look, that's just always going to happen.
It's the Ricky Gervais thing, isn't it?
Absolutely.
It's the Ricky Gervais thing.
That's
you know.
so prevalent to so many things.
If you don't like something, there's lots of things that I don't like. I would never dream of going on and giving someone abuse or slagging someone off for doing something.
Yeah.
If I don't like it,
I
ignore it.
Yeah.
Dead easy stuff, block it. If you really don't like it, just block it.
If you're offended by it,
And if you're over 12 and you're going on social media or on YouTube and putting comments about it, then you're embarrassing in my eyes.
It is, it's madness.
Because if you're a real adult with any kind of maturity, you just ignore it. You just go, that's not for me.
Yeah.
I don't like loose women. I don't go onto loose women and go, oh, this is terrible, or I don't like question time, me personally.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go on and start making a cat. You know, some people like it. Listen, the big redhead who would do this would like to put his opinion about everything on social media. I don't. But I just think if you're going on being abusive, it's a bit weird. But
No, it is.
each to their own.
The thing
Each
is
to their
that
own.
when they're putting messages on and stuff, they're getting you more interactions, aren't they? So they're actually helping you out without them even knowing it.
Listen, if that helps them sleep a little bit easier in their bed at night, then fair play. Fair play. Shoot, chance for Timber. What a run! Oh, what a shot! What a save!
Straight down the middle.
Too close.
Straight
Shot
down the
comes in
middle.
again. Block.
hands.
Oh, they're asking for hands. Yerry Mina doesn't look happy. Can
Big
the cross
yell.
come in? It's a good ball in
Front
again. Japan really putting the pressure on. They've won another header.
Go on.
Shot comes in the flex. It's
I'm not
going to
saying
go
go on, I
behind.
don't
It's
want, go
going to
on.
be a... Can he save it? No, it's a corner to Japan.
And last action of this half.
Wow. Some moments there. Eugene says, smash the like button now. Thank you, Eugene. Shot comes in. It's a great
Straight
save
down
from
middle.
the
I think
keeper
he should
there.
save it like,
Just,
yeah.
it's right at him, isn't it?
Yeah.
Either side of him, he might have had a problem with it, but just gets to it. It's a good save. It's a corner. Aito is over it. Were they checking the penalty?
I don't even think it was a penalty. He
No,
was
they
outside
just
the box.
claimed, didn't
I
he?
think he was outside the box anyway.
Oh, okay. It's a corner to Japan. It'll be the last action of the first half of extra time. It's into the middle. Free header. Oh, come back across. Kamada tries again. This is how they scored the first goal. It's got to come in then.
Oh, what's he doing? What's he doing?
Not a great ball, but that is. Tomiyasu, it's up in the air. Don't
Claim
foul
it.
the goalie. He's got it.
Oh, should be
That should be it for the
2
first
minutes?
half. Oh no, 2 minutes of additional
How can
time
it
in
be 2
extra
minutes
time.
and 15 minutes? Oh, so there's been a
After
few
45,
subs.
I know.
Yeah. There's a few subs.
Good. Oh, it is. Ooh, nicked off his hand there.
Yeah.
Glenn Watson is a Premier member. Glenn, thank you very much. You are included. Obviously, I did say there was more. But thank you very much. Thomas says, have you ever thought about a forgotten players, Everton players or players you go, oh, remember when he played for us, have a chat about them? We could do something to be honest, me and Pet did do that we'd put that as one of our things. So we were going to do and we may still well do it, a programme where we have a wheel and we're going to spin it and it'll have different subjects on.
Yeah.
And whatever it is, we'll do that as the show that week. So it might be called as Croatia put a ball in. Something like that might become a thing on Premier of like the mystery show. So we'll spin the wheel and whatever it selects, we'll do the show on that. So we could do forgotten Everton players and have a chat about the career. So that's a really good idea, thank you.
No, that's a good. That's why I always put them stupid ones in about picking like between.
Yeah, you pick some horrible ones that are really stress me out and they shouldn't do.
Do you know what I'd like to see is picking an Everton team with like you have to have like 3 players from the 80s, 3 from the 90s, 3 from the early 2000s,
Noughties or whatever. Okay.
Sort of stuff like that.
Put it in your suggestion on Premier and it'll be considered. It'll go to the
in the
board.
consideration box.
The Matthew Booth says it still baffles me how far behind our club is. For as much as I look forward to all the content you've put out, how have a couple of Evertonians built what you have and left our club trudging behind? But I'm glad we've got you have. We have no platform for our voice. Thank you so much. The club are trying, aren't they? It's improved.
Very
It
trying.
still should be way better. The access they've got to play. If me and Ped had that access, we would have much better content. That's what I would say. But
you're right.
it is what it is.
It is improving. What I'd say is, them giving access to Lampard for you. Which is something.
Well, he wanted to do it apparently.
Well, but with that stuff that like previously has not happened, so that's a start. And hopefully they will have seen the fact that had nothing but a positive impact for Lampard because he comes across very well. And it wasn't the corporate questions. There was the questions that we'd want to ask, and he answered them very well. I thought, in my opinion. And then what I would say is, I think Everton's YouTube channels improved massively as well. I think some of the content that they put on there now is, again, it's all stuff that's obvious to do, but again, they've done like the meeting Cody, Iwobi and all that.
It's
and
been
stuff,
better, They have improved. They
better,
definitely have, but they've improved off the back of what we're doing.
From a low level, aren't they? And,
but they can do it, so fair play to them. The Blues are seeing all the links heat back up now that we're getting closer to January. Beto Udinese was the latest of the weekend, and I got so excited. He's an absolute monster. You'd like to think they're looking, and we've said it before, in these areas, but we won't know, will we?
These links and that, do you ever get excited by any of them anymore?
I don't ever get excited until I get tipped the wink that something's in it. We linked with Mathew Kuna, weren't we, over the weekend, Wolves as well, and Leeds. Everton have looked at him before, tried to get him when Benitez was here.
Is he Atletico?
He's at Atletico. Yeah. He's not a prolific goal scorer, but he is an attacking player.
He's been linked for us then.
Well, exactly. But we'll see. Gerard says, what about the takeover? What takeover? Because right now there is no takeover, is there?
No.
There's people in the background, but until someone goes full show me the money and puts it on the table, nothing's really going to happen, is it?
Yeah, I think it's a difficult one, isn't it? Because there's not going to be any, you wouldn't have thought there'd be any major full takeover. There might be an investment until the stadium's done, would you think? I wouldn't have thought
but that's how it seems. But you'd think Kale over in Qatar would be speaking to some of his Qatari friends about a takeover, wouldn't you? Really, you would. There's people, there's interest in that part of the world. If you're looking and going, well, Manchester United and Liverpool are up for sale, allegedly. They would be big money, as in United's 5 billion, I think they want for it. Liverpool would be something around 3 billion.
Yeah, 3 or
4 billion. Everton would be 600-700 million. So it's playing the same league. Okay, Liverpool in the Champions League, United are there or thereabouts.
It's the financial fair play that is the hindrance to people wanting to buy us, isn't it? Because they can't change it overnight, can they?
No, but then if you're sensible, then Everton, don't forget, when you look back now over the last 3 years, Everton haven't really spent that much money, aside of what they brought in.
Yeah.
So we spent money in the summer, 60 odd million, but we brought 60 million in for the Charleston. The money we spent in January on the two fullbacks were paid for by Luca Dean.
Yeah.
We spent nothing last summer, 1.5 million, but brought money in for wages. We got
rid of that
8 million in from Rodriguez. Wages saved for me, not money. And all that. We spent 60 million the year before, but we also brought money in then, and wages went out.
Of going out for
exactly. So
you
know, you've looked at it that way. The Everton have slowed down on their spending because they've had to, because they were up against it. But every year that improves slightly. If you get someone in who then starts being able to attract bigger sponsorships, then you reduce it again. You keep reducing it that way. So if you were a Qatari, and I know people might want them or whatever, but say you were a Qatari consortium, for argument's sake, wealthy, you could go, well, all right, we'll do like we know it's a 3 or 4 or 5 year plan. New stadiums here makes us more attractive, therefore the money will improve anyway, and we can get sponsorships and deals in, and we get people running it right. Our investment doesn't have to be huge, but we can be there if they need it. But as long as everything's going in the right direction, the club will move forward anyway. It's why American investors are looking at it. Because they'll want, ultimately, they want to either, it's a dick measuring competition.
Yeah.
Because they've got so much money, they don't know what to do with it. So it's good to have a Premier League football club. And you can do it without crazy investment, really. And you can make the club better. If you start doing things correctly, and then you've got investment, you're able... The biggest thing then people can do is bring sponsors in. Extra additional money that helps you with that.
The blueprint's there with Newcastle as well, isn't it?
Exactly.
Basically, you know, they've come in and albeit the media don't seem to understand that Newcastle can't spend the money they... can you understand how they don't understand that? It's mad, isn't it?
They still think it's Man City,
It's
where,
mad though, isn't
where
it?
before the
Why
rules
don't
were
they
coming.
understand the rules? Because they're part of the...
Because what
rules
sells
there.
paper?
No,
What
yeah, I
sells
suppose, yeah.
clicks? Newcastle are going to spend 300 million.
But with Newcastle, you know, they've
but they
literally...
seem to be doing it
They've
correctly.
put the structure in place behind the scenes, which is... Go back to, like I say, going over all ground, but the
It's plan on
machinery...
the edge of the box, by the way.
It's got an overlap, far post, far post.
Two men on the back post.
Oh,
That's a
stand it
terrible
up.
ball in.
Stand it up.
You've still got it. Kamada drops it in round the back. It'll run out for a Croatian throw-in.
I can never comprehend, in any business level, right?
Yeah.
So you're Machiri, you go and buy Everton, you spend a good chunk of money on it, and you've got a good chunk of money to spend. And you've just bought it off a person who has ran it into the ground from a business perspective. The team on the pitch was doing okay, but the actual business side of the company was ran into the ground. We had no assets left, nothing else to mortgage, strip out, anything like that. And you decide to leave that person to run it. Is absolutely unfathomable to me. Like, he's a billionaire for a reason. He can't be stupid. But that's got to be one of the most stupid things. I just don't understand it. And if he'd have come in, got rid of the old guard, brought in top quality, high level people in those areas, God
Who knows where he'd have
be.
been?
Yeah.
And we've said it before. You know, we mentioned it. I've not put this clock on again. I apologise. There's no point me putting it on now. We're at 19 minutes 40 in extra time.
You had one job to do.
I did have one job to do. I apologise. When I went through it all the other day, the players who were in our team when Machiri took over.
Oh, yeah.
And if you look back at that team, Stones, John Stones went that summer, to be fair, but he was still there. We had Coleman, he was a lot younger, Baines. Jagielka was still all doing okay. You know, we had Gareth Barry, we had James McCarthy, Delafeu, Ross Barkley, Romelu Lukaku.
Morales.
These kind of play, Kevin Morales or, you know, Pina. Well, they were on the end, to be fair, those players, but we still had a good core of players. And you think all we had to do was spend that money wisely. And we could have been a team quite easily, going for the top four quite easily.
Yeah, and now it sounds laughable to say
wrong.
that now, because we've been so bad. But we were literally on the periphery of it, weren't we, back then? And like I say, it just annoys me with the decision and continual decision to have the people running the club that they've got. It's mad, because the business side that they've created and created new roles and employed new people from the ground perspective in building the ground is shown that they can attract good people. Oh, they can attract good people. And I think that the ground side of the business has been run completely different than the football side, and shows what people in charge and running something who are capable of doing the job properly. It just shows you that if they'd have done that at the football level, then like you say, then who knows? But it just does not make sense for 1 minute as to why you buy the company off the person that's ran it into the ground, and then continue to let that person run it into the ground. Like, what did he expect he was going to do?
Even if he said, I want to keep that person and that person at the football club, I still don't understand why more weren't brought in to go with those people. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, because it almost feels like, and again, you don't know everything, so you sound like John Blaine, but obviously what you don't know. But if it looks like from the outside that the powers still remain day-to-day running with Bill, but Bill ain't going to bring them other people in and around and show them up, is he? Because he wants that control. He likes, perceivably,
keep it.
Oh, it must have been a good shout, that, mustn't it?
And they've gone early as well, 2v2 at the... Oh, they took that in his stride. That was 2v2, back to the Croatian keeper. And he smashes it forward. Yeah, again, like I said, I don't... If you really wanted to keep, you know, the chairman in place and you wanted to keep the CEO in place for... Well, she wasn't the CEO at the time, but...
No, he's appointed that, and that's the problem for me. Like, that's not a Mashiri appointment.
Okay, but I mean, I don't know whether she's any good or she isn't, right, from a thing, right? I don't know that. But, and what I'm saying is, even if they believe, and say she's very good at what she does, for argument's sake, why didn't we bring in other people, though, to assist her? That's what I don't understand.
My thing with...
Your board gets stronger if you bring good people in.
Yeah. But my thing with her, with the appointment of her, and like you say, whether she's good or not, realistically, commercially, you know, she's not the football side of Everton Football Club, is she? Commercially, we're diabolical. So she isn't very good at her job, is it? The evidence is there. But he's allowed someone who, again, evidently wasn't good at his job.
Flick on.
To make that decision of appointing her.
Yeah.
I just don't know. I just don't understand the whole thing. It's weird. Like, it's like literally a shop going under.
Well played. Held that up well. Find the shirt.
It's like, say, when Toys R Us are going.
Toys R Us. Yeah.
And you're a billionaire and you come along and go, right, I'm going to buy Toys R Us and I'm going to sort it out.
Yeah.
Because there's a good proposition there.
Yeah.
And then buying it off the failing.
Brilliant. That's a foul, referee. It's gone to the edge of the box. Japan. Good little move.
Stand it up.
Got to come in.
No, why don't they stand them up? I know they're not the taller side.
Win it. Well done. Japan still have it. 24 minutes, 30 seconds gone on this one.
Away from me pens. Come on. But it's like buying it off the Toys R Us directors who've ran a business into the ground. And then going...
And then leaving them in place.
You run it, and then expecting them to change it. Well, they don't know what to do they? It's been proven. It's not even short-term proven.
This was a ball. He's dug it up to the back post.
Oh, keep it.
Taking off it square again. Oh, he had time to pull that down. Back with the Croatia keeper. 5 minutes remaining in extra time. Still one apiece in this one. The Blues says Newcastle will find a way to get dodgy sponsors eventually. Though they'll buy an airline just to sponsor them or something. As it stands, though, they can't do a Man City.
They'll have an airline somewhere. There must be a Saudi airline.
Sam C says it shows how badly our money has been spent over the years when our second team gets smashed by Bournemouth's second team. That's a foul.
And, our first team gets smashed by their first team.
Got smashed, and they've not even spent money.
But that's always been my point. Saying.
Matty says he only had to get the footy side of things right in the commercial growth and everything else follows. Even for his limited experience, it was hard to balls it up this badly. That's how it feels, doesn't it?
It does, but albeit the commercial side wouldn't necessarily just have followed, because even when we've had a slightly more competitive side, you know, you're only just starting to get Everton back into America now. These are things
How was that?
I don't know. I'm thinking it was one of Ned's victims' corpses.
Sounds like someone's locked in here somewhere.
Yeah. But like the commercial side was always the problem on the pitch. He got away with the fact that Moyes just done a remarkable job under very limited budget and resources. But commercially, we still, it's just embarrassing. Like I said, the Christmas stuff in the shops and everything just show you now. Even right now, we're still trailing behind. Like, if you can't put a good team on the pitch as Liverpool, we can understand why. That's because the restrictions, the rules, but there is absolutely no reason whatsoever why Everton's shop
can't be good.
Can't have and create the buzz to want to walk into a shop. It's not to do with football.
Yeah.
Just how to run a commercial business. How to.
No, it is. It is weird.
Mad.
TDI says, "Good evening, Blues. How are we all tonight? It's getting bloody cold out. It is cold, isn't it? It is cold. It's getting a bit frabs, but it is the winter, and it is December. It really should be cold in December. It used to be, so it really should be. Do you know what I mean?
I think the cold having more effect because the World Cup's on, and you're thinking it should be summer.
Possibly, yeah, maybe.
And you're like, it's cold, and I'm watching the World Cup.
In your mind, yeah. World Cup's on.
World Cup.
World Cup. It should be sunny. Mathew says, make the polar bears will be migrating here soon enough. Kevin says, very cold out there tonight. Keep warm, everybody. Well, I'm taking footy training in half an hour, so
Have you?
I've brought my gloves with me, to be honest. My gloves are coming out full effect tonight. I should have brought a hat, but I haven't.
You're dying for a winner here then, aren't you?
Not the penalties. No, because only got to get there at 6. So it'll be done by about, the penalties, it'll be finished by about 10 to 6 if it is. There's 2 minutes left. I'd rather go to pens than a Croatian win now, though. Stood up, needs a header, hold it all in. Oh, Japan struggling there. Get it clear. That's it. Arsing about with it at the back. It's this happening here, this telly. You can't switch off on us in 50 seconds. I think that's the wrong one. Bear with. You keep talking, Mike. I've got to go.
I will, right. I'll do a bit of commentary. The cross coming in from the right. Stood up too far. He's got a knockdown now. Edge of the box, Croatia. I don't know who any of the players are, by the way, so you're not going to get any of that from me.
Box and that's good enough. There you go.
Gone out for a throw deep into the Japanese half. Someone's rolling around with a bit of cramp.
Is he cramp? Is he saying he got a head injury?
No, I don't know.
We are into the 20. We're coming to the end of the 29th minute. It is still 1-1. Oh, it's in the head now, to be fair. He's took a blow to the head there.
I know, but it's a ball to the head. Football, innit? They all fall over when they get hit by a ball in the head now, don't they? Mad.
Well, you know, might have hurt him, mate.
Oh,
got to be careful.
I'm not
You've got to be
that.
careful. I will be joining in to keep warm. I'm taking the train and I'll be giving it the all.
You'll be 2-footing them, won't you?
Giving it all. Yeah, I will, because I'll remember things they done yesterday. There'll be a couple of them on the slide.
Send them on laps.
Yeah. Off you go.
Pull out the old bleed test.
I'll just be playing and just blamming them at the keepers from a yard out and going, go! Running around celebrating. Go full suey when I score, yeah. Cross comes in. We're in 29 minutes. That was a bit risky twice, wasn't it?
Hand as well, though. I was thinking, don't.
I know, mate. 29 minutes and 50 seconds. Japan, Lovren, heads it forward. There's an additional 1 minute. Mike's 1 minute away from his dream. Don't ruin Mike's dream.
I want my prediction as well.
Don't ruin Mike's dream. Comes inside.
Oh, damn you,
block,
checkers.
hits him in the face. Chance for Japan to break. Play it! Behind everyone. Oh, you clown.
Oh, no, yeah. It's like
no.
Just wide by Croatia.
It was a chance for a winner and he dragged it wide like a drag race.
You went full lead then.
I didn't know what to say, but that's what he dragged it wide. It's a goal kick to Japan. 30 seconds remaining. And Mike could have his dream.
Oh, you've got to love a penalty shootout.
You've got to love it. You've got to love it. Be the first penalty. I mean, I don't know what he's doing. Looks like he's about to do the bobsleigh. The ones each. Modric is pulling his hair out. And to be fair, he's got lots of it to pull out.
Don't get onto hair again.
No, I'm not. It went on Modric. It's not my fault he's got flowing Croatian locks. The referee's blowing the whistle.
Penalties!
It's penalty. Come on! I'm going to powder my nose before the nerves.
I've got the full-on right prediction as well, and what I wanted.
Nailed it.
Mike, come on.
You keep the public entertained.
Do you want me to dance for you? Dance for me. So penalty shootouts now. Who are we going for? Who's everyone reckon? Unfortunately, got a feeling Croatia might win this. However, with Modric going off, obviously he would have been a penalty taker, you would have thought. So it'll be an interesting one. I think the Croatia keeper's a big lad as well, so might help him a little bit. Unless he's like Begovic, he's a big lad, he's like a hologram on penalties, isn't he? Almost impossible to not save pens as much as he does. So yeah, it's been a good game now, I've enjoyed it. Both teams have been pretty energetic and back and forth, been lots of chances. So yeah, see what happens now. I don't even know who they play next, potentially in the next round, whoever wins this, but it should be good. Vlasic on there as well, he looks like he might be taking one. So yeah. I'm going... No.
No goals.
No, not yet. Nothing's done. Oh, I have one of them. Thank you very much. So I'm thinking Croatia are going to win the pen shootout, unfortunately. However, Modric is off, isn't he? Either took one. So we'll see what happens. See who everyone's going for here. What are we going for? What do you reckon?
I say Japan.
I want Japan.
I'm going for a Japanese victory.
Come on.
A Japanese victory I'm going for.
And then sushi for tea.
That's sushi for tea. I mean, Ruben says Baz shouldn't probably say on a powder his nose on lab. All right, I was going for a burst. That better. Ruben says I've only gone and called this exact score on Super Brew. I went 2-1, you know. I think.
You did,
I'm
yeah.
gonna
2-1. I don't know where you went 2-1.
I think I went 3-1 Japan, yeah. Yeah, Japan 2, Croatia 1 on the Super Brew thing. Damn. And I've gone Brazil 2, Korea 0 tonight. That's what I've gone for.
I think that might be a good game now.
It will be a good game.
Korea will go.
Korea will go at them. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Jared says, come on, Japan.
Come on.
Kevin Kraft says the second Wazza in 2 days. Yeah, I've just gone for a Waz.
Full Waz.
Matty Bush says, is the money we get from fanatics really worth much more to us than us doing it ourselves? Since they've been involved with us, it's harder to get what you want. I have spoke to the club about this.
Oh, so, just what
Go
I
on.
think.
Go on.
So I haven't put the photo on like everyone else does. So I presume I'm hoping Owen's not watching.
He hasn't commented and he normally does.
Father Christmas is bringing him a number 2 Tarkovsky shirt because he really wants Tarkovsky shirt. It's come and it's number 12 Tarkovsky. Hence my rant about Everton commercially for the last.
There you go. There you go.
It's brilliant.
Get that
number
sorted
12.
then. Carla says these watch-alongs are going to give Mike a complex every time hair's mentioned.
It does though. It's just that, you know.
You sport that look tremendously well.
I haven't got a choice.
No, but you do.
I'll buff it.
So therefore, don't worry about it.
Oh, not worried. I'm more worried about the fact he's raised it every time.
It was Modric. All I said
Just 'cause he was on, you don't have to
pulling his
mention the
hair
game.
out because he was like that. He was like that.
You know what I mean?
Japan are going first in the penalty shootout. Come on. Adam Prentice has gone 4-3 Japan.
4-3, yeah. Come on.
It's Minamino. The chance to
Who's he
give.
play for now?
No,
Germany,
actually.
wasn't
Yeah, I think he might have gone back to Germany. Sorry, to Germany. Takumi, where's he at? He is at 27 now. No. Oh no, he's gone to Monaco.
Was it Monaco?
Monaco, yeah.
Good move for
I
him.
knew that, you know. Seen him playing
No.
thingy. I knew that.
It's just when the World Cup's on, all club football just goes out the window.
It's gone. It's a chance for Minamino. Hakon says probably another penalty shootout win for Croatia. Their professionals are going through on boring penalty games. Come on, Minamino, lad.
It's a good game now.
Nothing I thought I would ever say, but come on. Misses.
Oh, it's awful penalty.
That is a
Awful
shocking penalty from Minamino.
Oh, boy.
Oh, lad.
Poor that. Come on. That was poor, wasn't it?
It's terrible. Absolutely
No
dreadful.
power, perfect height.
It's not even in the corner.
Nowhere near the corner.
Oh, lad. That is awful. Absolutely awful. It's a Croatian pen.
Minamino's just told the goalkeeper where to go. If you're the goalkeeper, you just ignore him now.
I'd just say, you just wind your neck in, Elvis. You've just missed the sitter. Absolute
Come on.
sitter.
Don't even...
It's Nikola Vlasic.
Great pen.
Scores 1-0
1-0
Croatia. I think that's probably game over.
Keeper went the right way, like. Good pen.
Kevin says, Mike, make rosemary tea. It helps hair growth, apparently. Or use rosemary essential oil. It does the same thing.
I'll be having rosemary tea while rubbing McDonald's fries to my head.
Do it. You'll come in like thingy next week. Modric.
Flowing locks.
Flowing locks, like when Homer did. Penalties to Japan.
Oh, save. That's awful as well. Good save. No, good save.
That was a good save. Oh, dear me. They're gone. Japan are gone.
Needs to save this one to have
Disappointing
any
that.
chance.
What a real disappointing end. They've been excellent. It's a good
Yeah,
hand.
it's a good hand, to be fair. Yeah, it's a good save. Very good save.
Ah, really disappointing that. Really disappointing. Croatia aren't great, are they? Let's be honest.
No. No.
And they've snuggled the way through.
Straight down the middle.
Game over.
That'll be it.
Game over. Oh well, they've done really well. They didn't lose, you know, they can say
It's
they...
not done yet. Come on. You've got your in and
It's
Everton.
2-0, mate.
It's not done yet. Come on.
I just can't see.
No,
I
you're
can't
right.
see
I'm just trying
Japan.
to keep the suspense going.
The keeper scoring a
He's not
saving
scoring,
a
is
pen.
he? He's not scoring.
Mate, they can't miss the first three.
He's not scoring. I can tell.
He should have a... He really should be so chilled here. I've changed my stance, look. Come on.
Is he going? He's going down the
Just
middle here.
smash it, lad. Great pen.
Ah, yeah.
Good pen, well done.
2-1. Right, come on, keeper.
Asano.
Big save.
Come on, keeper, lad.
Commit to a side. Just go.
Goalie saves this one. Then it's game on, innit?
Yeah.
Good pen. Oh, looks a bit nervous. He looks nervous. Come on, you've got to make a save.
Balloon
keeper.
it over the bar. Come on.
Yeah, just spammo it all over the place. Come
A
on,
little
keeper.
short run up here.
Bad pen.
Oh, he's missed.
I told you he looked nervous.
He's
What
missed.
a dreadful penalty that was.
Was it
What
the post?
a dreadful penalty at the post, yeah.
Come on.
That was a awful pass. Said he looked nervous.
He was very nonchalant with his run up, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Only about 2 or 3 little steps and
He scored this, it goes 2-2. The pressure's on, back on Croatia then.
told you it wasn't done, Baz.
It's
Come on.
Yoshida, come on Yoshida, lad.
He's the one who used to play for Southampton.
Yeah, don't arse about, lad, just smash it in.
Need one down the middle here.
2 each, come on Yoshida, come on lad.
Oh,
Missed
he's mate. Oh, it's a good save again, to be fair.
it is, but what
He's
a
got it
bad
down the middle,
penalty.
hasn't he? Just smash it down the
What a
middle.
dreadful penalty. That's it. That was crap, mate. I'm sorry.
What
You
they
just-
missed here now, 3 out of 4.
He's about 14 foot off his line. That's piss poor, mate, I'm afraid.
Keeper saved 3 of them.
Perisic. Is it Perisic? Oh, no.
Don't know who it is.
Placid. Can't remember his name. Placid, is it? Placevic? Something like that. He's not missing, mate. He's blasting it. That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
All
Done.
over.
To be fair, you cannot miss 3 pens like that.
No,
You
it's
expect
dreadful.
anything
The
else.
3 penalties were absolutely dreadful. Absolutely dreadful. That.
Oh well, shame for
It's a shame because
Japan.
they didn't lose, did they? They've ended up drawing the game. And they had opportunities on the break there, but Croatia are through. And I don't think anyone will be quaking in the boots at the thought of playing Croatia.
no chance.
To be fair,
no
but
chance.
they've got
Good
through.
game,
and
no. I enjoyed it as well. Thought both teams, made a decent game.
Both teams went for it, so fair play. Fair play to Croatia. They kept the cool. As if Vida's still in the squad, by the way.
I know.
Living La Vida Loca. He's at 183.
Don't mention his hair.
I won't mention his hair. You've mentioned his hair. I won't. But there you go. Croatia have won on penalties, 3-1. Japan missed 3 of their penalties. Absolutely
That's just
diabolical.
dire, innit?
The goalie, to be fair, made good saves.
Yeah, 2 of them were good
Yeah.
saves. One of them
The
was
other
a
one,
shocker by
Minamino, set
yeah.
it, didn't he?
Yeah.
Rob Japan says ex-Everton in Vlasic beat ex-Red, so I'm taking that as an Everton win.
Yeah, we'll take that as an Everton win, yeah. That'll do, yeah.
Fair play.
But they got Lovren, though.
And the Matty Bush says from the book of Southgate pens that Minamino's, it was a Southgate pen.
It was. Do
absolutely
you know what? It
the
was.
same
It
one.
was. Yeah, it
Not
was.
in the corner,
Yeah.
no pace on it. Run up and smash it. And if the goalie saves it, you go,
That
good save.
Yoshida should have just went down the middle for his one.
Smashed it.
That
It was
was
the opportunity to get back in and put the pressure on.
Yeah.
And you didn't. Bottled it.
Yeah.
The keeper never got near anything, did he? Looks like Kane with short hair.
Yeah, it does.
So there you go. There you go.
Oh, Japanese tears.
The Japanese tears, they know
On the
they've had-
positive, I literally called the whole game right.
You did.
I even got the penalty shootout winners
You
as well.
did. Rob Japan says, I hate them soft pens. Choose a corner and smash it. That's what you do, isn't it?
Mad, isn't it?
They run up and they just go on.
But you know as well, obviously, I never really took them because I was in goal, but like, I would imagine if you're nervous, smashing it would help, like as opposed to if you're trying to dolly it.
I think the problem, when I used to take my pens, I never smashed it, I was usually inside me, but I hit it hard.
Yeah.
Now, I did miss a couple, scored a lot, but missed a couple. Missed
Yeah.
one when I was 15 in the semi-final.
Bloody hell, you remember this one?
Yeah, I remember it because it was the first time my now wife, but she's my girlfriend, came to watch me. I was when I was at Everton, and it was we were playing. I was still playing before Everton stopped me playing on a Sunday. So I was playing my Sunday league side.
Yeah.
And we hadn't lost a game all season. We were about 20 points clear in the league.
Bloody hell.
And we had a game in the semi-final. We got a penalty. We were getting beat 1-0.
Yeah.
And I put it wide. And we lost 2-0.
Oh.
First defeat of the season. My dad was like, she's never coming to watch it again. So she was banned after that. And then I missed another one playing for Aston years later. Scored all the ones in between, but I missed another one. And basically, they had this centre-back who... We got the pen and our lad was down for ages. And when he was down, the centre-back was fucking in my ear. Older fella.
Was he, yeah?
In my ear constantly.
Proper got at you?
And again, we'd started the season really well. We hadn't lost. Well, we'd lost one early on in about September and we were unbeaten. We'd drawn a lot, but we hadn't lost for ages. And we were getting beat 1-0. And they weren't very good. And I hated them because I broke my leg against. They were the team I broke my leg against. But I stepped up and hit the underside of the bar with the pen because I went to smash it. It was the first time I wasn't going with the Insta. I smashed because it took that long. I ran up and I swear my run up was about 5 steps. I changed my mind 3 times where I was putting it. And I hit it and it hit the bar and come down. They cleared it. And he just winked at me and I thought, Bob, isn't it? He ended up, he was a scout at Everton. He played against him years later in a couple of staff games. And he got in my head.
Did you remember when he played you later on?
Yeah.
Did he?
Yeah. He got right in my head,
Fair
to
play.
be fair. Like,
Yeah.
when we played them later in the season, we beat them 4-0, scored a hat-trick. But that game, but he still wound me up. But he got right in my head because he was just like, and I was going, yeah. And he's going, you've missed that. And I was going, shut up, mate, I don't miss pens. I'm trying to tell him I don't miss pens, and I'm thinking, shit, I've missed. And as I run up, I've gone right, left, down the middle, bang, bar. Come out and he cleared it. And we got beat 2-1. And we hadn't lost for months. Oh, my God. So don't listen to me when I'm talking about penalty shootout. There you go. But I'd rather smash it.
Got to celebrate.
I'd rather smash it rather than just place it and the keeper just pushes it out. I'd rather hit it hard, and if he makes a great save, I say to Zach, pick your corner and smash it. If the keeper gets there, no problem.
Yeah.
He's made a good choice. You know, rather than these ones that are dead close, the goalie just falls and it hits them.
No, no.
Madness, absolutely.
That
I mean,
one
that
was
one
a
I thought I knew he was going to miss. He was
shocker.
petrified as well.
Couple of little steps.
Dreadful pen. But the Japanese ones were awful.
Yeah.
Right, a huge thank you for everybody who joined us. Michael, no, we won't be back for Brazil. I'm going taking kids training. I've got kids coaching with the team.
Just
so
like watching Brazil.
it will be. Well, yeah. Yeah. Brazil, now. The 1970s team trying to play now. It's like, no, I'm going to run them tonight, so it'll be good. So we're going, me and Mike, we've had a good laugh. It's been a good game.
Yeah,
But we will be back tomorrow, and I will give you the game that we are covering tomorrow. It isn't Bournemouth Oldham, that's in the night. It is Morocco and Spain. Should be a good game. Morocco have been lively in this tournament, and Spain are obviously brilliant. So there you go.
Japan beat Spain.
There you go. We have witnessed Japan going out with some of the worst penalties you will ever see. So there you go. Right, we are going. Take it easy. We will see you later. Big thanks to Mike, as always.
For having us.
And we'll see you later. Take